Suavemente.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Flagship Thursday, preview and predictions, so we will get to all this weekend's fights, plus the news and notes. Obviously, our thoughts and prayers are out with Errol Spence Jr. If you haven't caught our earlier podcast of the tragic news, we will be doubling back and giving you further details on what's been able to be enclosed. Obviously, there is video that surfaced now, which we will show later in the show, so stick around. If you're just joining us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, as it helps with the visibility of the show, and it lets us know that you enjoy the content that we're putting around here for you guys. Outside of that, we have the undisputed cruiserweight moving up. I heard at the press conference with DAZN, they mentioned him as this generation's Evander Holyfield. Let's see how well he does when he moves up to the heavyweight division to take on Chazz Witherspoon. And then we have some more UK boxing. We got Josh Warrington will be defending his title on ESPN, plus a bunch of news and notes. Like we said, Errol Spence will talk a little Abner Mars and his choice words about Leo Santa Cruz ducking Gary Russell. So, yeah, man, these are like some of the things that we will be discussing. If you're interested, you know the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Don't forget to press 1 to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Now, don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. And remember, TBV will be in Las Vegas for Canelo, Kovalev, and we plan on bringing you nonstop coverage. We'll be there for the entire fight week. We'll be streaming live from Podcast Row, and we got a couple of tricks in our bag, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel to get all that coverage, plus, exclusive interviews. Last year, we did interviews with Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia, Tevin Farmer, Joseph Diaz, Robert Duran, some more greats, man. We just
Julio Cesar Chavez, a whole bunch,
man. So let's get on out and get this thing started.
DAZN Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So, when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my, Mike, he stayed out. Mike, what he said was not
A man stand up for what he believes in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up to everybody out there in the TBB universe, back with another one. And yeah, Oleksandr Usyk moves up to heavyweight, and for his first heavyweight fight, will be against Chazz Witherspoon. I know. Wasn't what we expected. We won't attack him because that was a good fight at first. Then it was, who was the next guy that was in line? I forget, man. What was that guy's name? Oh, Tyrone Spong. Ness's homeboy, Ness's brother. Yeah, and he failed a drug test. Now we got Chazz Witherspoon. Also, like Ness said, we have the latest on Errol Spence. Abner Morris said on our show that Leo Santa Cruz needs to fight Gary Russell. If he doesn't, could he be ducking? We'll break that down and talk about that. Frank Warren, words about Tyson Fury and that whole WWE commotion. And my guy, your guy, America's guy, Regis Prograis, has landed in London. But enough for me. Doheny, what's going on, brother?
Cheers. Chief!
Crickets.
Chief! Nah, man. Doom, we don't need no intro, man. I'm just here, man. I'm still, a little messed up about the news we got earlier this day about, my man Errol. Prayers do go out to him, his family, and we're just, hoping that it all turns out with him, healthy at the end. But, we got a couple of fights. Got Chazz and Oleksandr. We got Dmitry. We got Anthony Sims Jr., a kid that I kind of like. He's real colorful out there in his presser. I think he's a great boxer. He's displaying some great skills. So excited about that. And and a bunch of other things, man. Welcome to our flagship show. Let's talk boxing.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's get started with this generation's Evander Holyfield. I guess we could stop right there. Is that a fair accolade?
Accolade for who? Who is it that they're calling this day and age as Holyfield?
Oleksandr Usyk.
Who said this?
David Diamante introduced him that way. I know I'm paraphrasing. I could be wrong a little bit, but he definitely used the comparison to Evander at the press conference when introducing Usyk.
I'm going to make the argument for it.
All right.
So
well,
I'm sure you guys will make the argument against it, but I'll make the argument for it.
Sure. I mean, look, it's not out of the realm that he's done things in comparison to Holyfield. I mean, we went over it just the other show a little bit, touched up on it, going through his resume or whatnot, and he's done it. He's done it fast. But welcome to the big boys, man. This is a different zone, and even though Chazz Witherspoon, might be looking like not much of a test, there's still power in the heavyweight division, and a punch can definitely ruin your night. So. Go ahead and kick off, Mike.
Well, I mean, look, if you want to go by what they did at cruiserweight, both guys were undisputed. I don't know the level of opponents that Evander fought at cruiserweight, but I mean, I don't know how high cruiserweight was back in the day. But what I've seen against Usyk, beating the likes of Bradis, beating the likes of Huck, those are credible wins, and he was undisputed at cruiserweight. Now, that's where I want to focus because maybe Diamante is saying he's doing what Evander Holyfield did, similar to what David Haye did by moving up. Now, we don't know what Usyk is going to be at heavyweight, so we got to stop it right there. And a lot of people didn't know what Evander was going to be at heavyweight. There was this big bad boogeyman at heavyweight in the name of Mike Tyson that everybody thought, at least from the perception that I got up until the fight, he was going, a casual perception that Mike Tyson was going to run through Evander Holyfield. So it's not out of the realm of comparison, but if you want to go ahead and add the heavyweight accolades in it and make the comparison, it's not fair to Usyk because he hasn't had a fight at heavyweight yet. So if we're just comparing those guys off of what they did at heavyweight, yes, I mean at cruiserweight, yes, they are very, very similar. With that being said,
man, I think that he might have done Holyfield might have done way more in heavyweight than cruiserweight. I think like I said, you were going back to the 80s. I was a young little whippersnapper, so I'm not too familiar with the guys that Holyfield was going up against in that time. But leading up to throughout his cruiserweight career, I could only look at the the resumes of the opponents and get a feel for what type of a competition he was facing, and it looks a little more grim once he turns up into the heavyweight division, and that's when you start seeing those names that just pop. George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Riddick Bowe. So I don't know if I can make a comparison between Holyfield's cruiserweight and Usyk's. I think Usyk's cruiserweight career might have been just a little better. And this is just me again going just by face look on some of the records that these guys hold. I could go in deeper and see what type of opposition those guys face, but their records are not looking too good in the cruiserweight. The competition looks like it kicked up once Holyfield turned heavyweight.
And you got to realize when Holyfield went up to heavyweight, there was doubts in the names of Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, that all thought that George Foreman, that all thought that Holyfield might have a tough challenge against. And when you look at Usyk, it's no different. You can look at the likes of AJ, of Andy or Ruiz, of Deontay Wilder, even a Dylan White, even a big baby Miller, Tyson Fury. I don't know how Usyk is gonna fare with those big guys either.
I mean, to be honest with you, right? Like, if we go into Usyk's amateur record, he faced AJ, who was who's a heavyweight now. Usyk's tall. I mean, not super tall. Obviously, he's going to be the smaller of the, but he's not too short. He's taller than Andy Ruiz, and Andy's making a great terror in the heavyweight division. He has punching power.
Andy's been a heavyweight his whole amateur and professional life, right?
Man, his whole life.
He's used to fighting naturally bigger, stronger, maybe even faster guys. Usyk, is he? I know he fought Joe Joyce in the World Boxing Super Series, and y'all know how I feel about Joe Joyce. I mean, I'm not overly
how you
impressed
feel about Joe Joyce?
I'm not overly impressed with him, but I mean, he beat Brian Jennings, which is a good win. But if we're saying he's going to be a title threat or a title, I mean, he'll definitely be a title challenger. But a title threat to anybody like Fury or AJ or Wilder, I totally got reservations on that. I don't even know if he can beat the likes of.
Quit. I'm sad to say he quit though.
I'm really kind of hesitant to say that he'll beat Daniel Dubois.
Whoa, Usyk will beat Daniel Dubois?
I'm saying Joe Joyce. I'm hesitant to say that Joe Joyce would beat
Daniel Dubois. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I don't know how much of a amateur background Daniel Dubois had. I know Joe Joyce has, he had a good one. So I would give right now at this moment, I'll probably give Joe Joyce the upper hand in a match. He definitely faced tougher guys too. I believe thus far. But maybe a couple more fights, Daniel Dubois, where we can see. The thing is with these guys, we got to see them tested before we see them go up and in praise and us start saying that this guy's this thing and this guy's that thing. We got to just see where Daniel Dubois stands after he gets a tough fight.
That's what fanatics do, though, man. Like, we supposed to prop up our favorite fighter,
And I mean, Usyk's look, man, we was really looking forward to your cousin. I mean, Tyrone Sponge fighting. You know what I mean? We was really looking forward to it.
He's on social media saying that the Chicago Commission also is verifying that his B sample was clean, and why isn't Matchroom publicly acknowledging that? I don't know.
Why don't he put that shit on his IG and take a picture of it? You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Oh, he did? Well, shit, he shouldn't be I guess.
I know it was Tyrone's. Tyrone's.
Yeah, Spongy.
On his Twitter or his IG?
IG. I seen on his IG.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because I looked at his Twitter and he doesn't Twitter too much. I was excited. I was excited
to attack him than anybody. Tyrone Spong, I didn't really know him, so it would be my first time seeing him fight. But that tackling fight would have been a good barometer.
How serious was that offer though, Mike? Like,
it was made. It was made until Usyk got hurt. When he got hurt, Tackling said, "Fuck it, I ain't waiting around. I'm about to go do my own thing."
Okay, so it wasn't something like they didn't make it fight. It was just circumstantial, right?
Yes.
All right, I thought it was the other way that they kind of just weaseled themselves out of a tough match. Takoucht, is like a gatekeeper, like slash. You got to get through me to get to any of the champions type of fighter.
You better talk to Joe DeGuardi and Top Rank.
I said that. Where the ace at? Where the ace at?
Mike.
True.
Mike
thought
that shit too. Mike thought that too, and then he went and got a whole new deal on Mike.
I don't give a damn if he got
leveled up.
He is not the A side.
Hey.
He is not even. I would even consider him like maybe he can be considered a gatekeeper, but I would look at him more of a Derek Chisora as a gatekeeper. I think he's just a step up fight.
He leveled up, bro. He leveled up, bro. I forgot. Got to put some respect on. He leveled up. That's right.
Mike
anyway,
he turned the tables on him.
That would have been. I know Mike was attacking first, and now he just nah.
So let me ask you a question: will it be the A side against Fury? on Top Rank. Nah. What about the A side against Kubrat Pulev?
He gonna be the A side his next fight. I bet you that. I bet you
Probably
that.
will be.
Yeah, most definitely will.
Give him a showcase fight. Put him on there on the Top Rank diet. Make him look good.
Hey, I mean, look, he's
Hey, what's
good
turn? I
already.
told y'all, line him up. I'm gonna knock him down.
That's all, baby.
Hey, he finna fight the dude that flip Hagrubic fought in Mexico.
Oh, word? Mario?
I'm just talking shit, bro. I don't know.
Now, remind me, right? I'm gonna look it up right now. But Usyk fought in amateurs as a heavyweight or cruiserweight? I think it was a heavyweight, right?
I believe it was a heavyweight because he fought Joe Joyce in the World Boxing Super Series.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I'm not really, at the beginning I was kind of like, oh man, he's gonna have a lot of trouble with these guys. But the more and more I look into it, man, I think he's gonna be just fine, man. And with this guy Chazz,
we definitely won't get the answer to that question Saturday night. I think Chazz, no disrespect to him, brought in on short notice. It's gonna be tough for him. I don't know what he was doing before the fight or doing this time leading up to the fight.
That's always the case, right, Mike?
Yeah. Hopefully he was in the gym, make it a entertaining fight, but make no mistake about it. He's been bought as opponent. I think the betting lines got Usyk at minus 5,000 or minus 3,000 or something like that.
Zero to make.
Yeah, unless Chazz wins by knockout. But yeah, man, I'm not seeing it. I've been wrong about these guys before. Andy Ruiz showed, proved me that an upset can't happen. Derevchenko proved to me that a upset should have happened.
Shit,
and
the dude that jogged before, we thought he was gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, and now with Chazz, I say all that to say, I don't know when Chazz's last fight was, but Andy was active 6 weeks before that AJ fight.
He fought in March, I think.
Derevchenko knew he was gonna be the manager, so he was training and ready for that fight. I don't know if Chazz knew he was going to get the call, how long he knew, but it seems like it all happened this week, and that's a tough ask to ask that man to come in and win, let alone give a great fight.
So he had a week's notice for this fight. This guy,
man, he had this week. Didn't the news break on Sprung on Monday?
Wow, yeah, that's a tough fight to take on, man. I hope they're compensating him very well, man. That's a tough one. Yeah, he's basically Mike. Either he stayed in shape or he's just going, balls to the wall. I got to take this, and it's gonna show. It's gonna show. This is a 10-round fight, 8-round fight. What is this? What are these start?
Should be a 10-rounder. I mean,
10-rounder.
Usyk's a championship level fight. Might even be 12-round, but they may sneak in
yeah, they
it might be 12 rounds.
They can sneak in a WBO like interim and shit because he's supposed to be the mandatory.
I mean, isn't he putting his mandatory on the line by facing this guy? Because if he loses, I'm pretty sure he's not the mandatory no more.
Yeah.
So Domi, it probably would be a 12-round fight.
I mean, what does BoxRec say? Good old trusty BoxRec.
Let me see what that shit say on the thing. ESPN put this shit out there.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Domi,
12 rounds. 12 rounds.
There you go. He trying to get that title shot. That's what he say. He say, yo, I don't want Joey DeWelko. Because DeWelko on his Instagram like, yo, I had the contract. Y'all ducking me. Y'all set this shit up. Y'all want to give him a soft fight. Everybody know Chazz a soft fight, man. Everybody, man. I'm telling you. I can't wait for the whole line to come out. I'm telling you, the whole line. I want to see. Cause
if this is a 12-round fight, I mean, what kind of title's on the line?
The mandatory position is on the line.
Yeah.
Mandatory for what sanctioning body?
WBO.
It's WBO. Mm-hmm. So if you got the WBO, so WBO, I'm just wondering where Chazz is ranked in the WBO.
He's not. He ain't ranked.
And far as Joey go, man, look, Joey. We see you down in Mexico have a tough fight with a guy you had a draw with, which arguably being less thought you lost. So maybe focus on beating the guys that you're supposed to beat, and then maybe you will get those big fights.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna say that too, Mike. Not for those reasons, but I'm gonna say I ain't like his energy. Why you on social media blasting DAZN, they the ones only really trying to get you a fight. And I say DAZN, but he said Eddie and Matchroom. And it's like, yo, them the only dudes really trying to put you on TV. When the last time you been on TV? So if I was you, you had already a signed contract with Usyk. All right, that shit ain't go your way. You had one with Gassiev that's still there. Like,
yeah.
Why is you talking crazy? Like, don't fuck up your opportunity. Never bite the hand that feeds you, man. Dudes is just dumb.
And what's the easier fight for you, Gassiev or Usyk? Gassiev older, right? It's not older, but he lost to Usyk.
I mean, he damn sure ain't better. He lost.
Yeah, he lost to him. He
might hit harder though. He might hit harder, and we know Joey.
Yeah, you know what? That's the easier fight for Joey, in my opinion. Though
he
go punch for punch with Gassiev. I think Joey, believe it or not, Joey wins on that one.
Man, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Joey gotta show me something. Joey gotta show me something.
My man love picking the underdog, bro. You
no, really,
man.
like punch it.
We gotta make a new shirt for him, like I am the underdog and shit.
Bro, if they trade blows.
Yo, Earl got that I am my greatest competition. We got to get one for him to say I am the biggest underdog, or I am the I am the greatest underdog of all competition. Some shit we got to straight jack that saying, bro, because you like out of control.
Yeah, we living in the Andy Ruiz era. Put some respect on it, man.
2019 got these B-sides out here shaking their ass, thinking they the truth, man. They better stop.
Wildin'.
Come on, champs.
Yo, I seen an interview with Otha Wildin' where he talking about he felt he should have won, but it's alright. I'm like, wow, okay.
I seen him on Max on Boxing, man. He was getting a lot of shine on there. Max will give him a lot of credit.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, Eddie trying to make Dillian White Otha Wildin' on the low. Yeah. They've been dropping little sentences here and there in different interviews, talking about, oh, he's coming back in December. Dillian White gonna be on that Saudi Arabia card, man, with Otha Wildin'. Watch.
No. Eddie got a card December 13th in America too, and they say he might be on that card.
That's crazy. I mean, I just want clarity.
I know, right? they just moving like we in the WBC. Well, let's go ahead and bring it up. WBC posted that in a tweet on Twitter. Like the matchup, they had Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. They had some more people too, and they had Dillian White and Deontay Wilder. So does that mean that Dillian White is no longer under like suspension or whatever? Is everything clear? Because WBA for the WBC to post that,
nah,
they
man.
may have.
Like you said, nothing's popping till the 21st to the 26th, man.
Gotcha.
You know, they just teasing because they got no control over Earl and Crawford, and that shit was on there.
No, none at all. Well, maybe they can.
They can try and do what they did with the Wilder
We
Fury.
see Bob do it before, man. Get that mandation. You know what I'm saying?
But you know how that is.
But yeah, I mean, do we really need to pick this fight, or is Doomy gonna pick Chazz?
I'm not picking Chazz, champion. Nah, man. Listen, we all know what's going on with this.
You never know what Doomy's gonna do when it comes to picking, B.
Yo, but you just never know with boxing. Hey, listen, I'm expecting Usyk domination, outboxing him. You know, maybe like I don't even think Usyk will stop this guy early. You know, it'll probably take him, 7th round. To try it, and even if he takes him out, I'll be surprised. He's gonna have to get him tired. I don't know. He never showed me punching power enough for me to say, okay, you know what? He'll take him down. He'll knock him out. So yeah, it's 7th round, 8th round stoppage.
I got this going distance.
All right, man. So you saying Chazz was in the gym?
No, I'm just.
My man never heard of Chazz, man. He don't know Chazz like us old folks used to say. He don't know Chazz from a can of paint over here talking about going a distance.
But I've seen Chazz box record, and most of his losses are by TKO. They're not by straight knockout. So if Usyk can't, and these against natural heavyweights,
man,
I haven't been impressed with Usyk's power. So I'm gonna say that Chazz on short notice gonna go out there and go the distance, and maybe just maybe make some more money for himself and be brought back as a durable opponent for Philip Hargrove. Because we all know, man. Look here, I don't care what y'all say. When a motherfucker get a chance to get on TV, on ESPN, Fox, DAZN, they go out there and try to give it they all and come back, because they need. Some fighters do have daytime jobs and they fucking don't box full time. So when you get this kind of opportunity, you got to go out there balls to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can move right along, man. To my one of my favorite guys at 175. Hopefully, one of my favorite guys at 168. I would love to see him down there at 168. But Dmitry Bivol versus some guy Ness was big on, Lenin Castillo.
Lenny.
Gilbert Lenin Castillo.
Well, I'm not spelled like N-L-E-N-N-Y, but that's beside the point. Lenin. Yeah, man, for Bivol's WBA light heavyweight title. Now, look, I don't know much about this guy, but I do know a lot about Dmitry Bivol. The guy has power in both hands. Had Joe Smith Jr. gone in that 12th round. Joe Smith Jr. has a chin, by the way. He fought Sullivan Barrero for like almost 10 rounds with a broken jaw. So he definitely has a chin. And I just think Bivol, man, I really think the world of Dmitry Bivol, man. I've been impressed with him ever since I first saw him on the Eddie Hearn card in Monte Carlo, whatever the fuck that shit was. It was on HBO, and he got a first round knockout. Ever since then, I've been following him, seeing things he do. Impressive win over Sullivan Barrera. Impressive win over Joe Smith Jr. Yeah, man, I just think that this young man is going to be a force in whatever division he decides to compete at. Maybe Ness can fill y'all more about Lenny, or whatever the hell his name is. But I don't expect him to go the distance. I expect him to get knocked out, maybe second half of the fight.
I mean, he lost unanimous decision to Marcus Brown. Now he went the distance.
He looked good in that fight.
And he looked all right. Now, Ness, probably, that's probably, holds a special reserve in his heart. He from DR.
Negative.
Hey, that's where it says birthplace Santo Domingo.
Yeah, but I don't back the Dominicans, bro. Like, you ain't even heard me talking about Adames yet. Until I have a good sit down with Robert Garcia, find out what sort of work ethic Adames has. Dominicans don't train hard.
No. Adames can fight though, bro.
Sosa.
He one of the guys that I see.
Champion. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Fighting and training is two different things. Yohan Guzman was considered Baby Mike Tyson. That was his nickname. He was an HBO fighter. But if you can't train, you can't train.
Yeah, the only time I've seen Carlos Adames struggle in the ring is when he was trying to make 147, those couple fights. But once he went up to 154, we seen what he did against Patrick Day. I think Patrick Day's back this weekend.
He is, man. He's taking on Charles Conway, man, fucking former Olympian. Yo, they keep putting my boy Patrick in there tough, man. But this is
he should beat him. He should beat Charles Conway. I've seen Conway fight a couple times.
This is a sleeper right here. That's what I'm saying in terms of some money.
Yeah, but Carlos Adames, man, I'm telling you, man, he's gonna be he might challenge for a world title here pretty soon. So I've been impressed with what I've seen from him. So we'll see how the Dominican work ethic plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only basing his performance off a top guy like Marcus Brown. I don't know too much about the other guy, Reynaldo Gonzalez. Maybe you guys do, but he did all right defensively with Marcus Brown. It's obviously a different style matchup. You got Dmitry Bivol, who's a hard puncher, and he's an attacker. So it'll be interesting. Too. Yeah, it depends. Marcus Brown has a slick style. This Dmitry is just more of a forward attacker. He keeps the pace going, and he's a high volume puncher. He likes to be in the heat. Now let's see how this kid reacts to that type of style.
We got a super chat coming from Nazir King. Errol Spence, aka Superman, came out the incident with not a single bone broken. So big up to Errol Spence. So I seen the report that he had like a couple of lacerations, but nothing, no broken bones. But we'll get to that here in a second. Moving right along on that card, we have the
Anthony Sims.
Yeah, my guy, Anthony Sims Jr. 10 rounds fighting Morgan Fitch at super middleweight.
Yeah. Morgan Fitch. I like Morgan Fitch actually. His style is pretty effective. He walks forward forward punching with a slick defense.
Dude, you like more motherfuckers that I don't know. Anybody?
Nah, I mean, look, you look at these guys' styles, and these are guys that are, trying to make a name for themselves. You got Anthony Sims trying to, trying to make a name for himself too. These guys are just starting, and to get into the light and being recognized. But his styles makes fights, and sometimes matching up certain guys, brings more attention to each fighter. So I think Anthony Sims versus Morgan Fitch. If you guys don't know about Morgan Fitch, it's not like he has a ton of good fights or he's this big underdog. But the style that he brings, I think will be a good style for Anthony. I see Anthony winning definitely in this one. Anthony's a very explosive young man. Just darts in and out. He's disciplined. He's very disciplined in the ring. Outside of the ring, I mean, I'm only going by the presser that I just saw, right? But he seems very, jokester. Very, very, very smiley. But in the ring, in the matchup that I saw him with with Von Alexander, he looked pretty good. Von Alexander hit him a couple. Hit him in the back of the head. Just hit him in the hip, a couple of times. So it was kind of interesting to see how he reacted, very disciplined inside the ring. So, I'm excited to see this kid do his thing.
Most notable names that I see on Morgan Fitch's resume is Darnell Boone in 2013, and he also fought Yamaguchi Falco, guy who we were talking about earlier, in 2017. He lost a unanimous decision in that fight. Only been knocked out one time. He got knocked out by Ivan Keith.
Yeah, Ivan. Yeah, that was pretty good, Mike.
I've seen that name like more than once, so I know how to say it. So is that the same guy that fought on the series? What's that shit called? It comes on Epics. The Contender.
Man, he fought Emmanuel Leem, Malcolm McAllister.
Keith thought the guy coming on there. Yeah. That is the guy from the Contender. He lost to Brandon Adams in the first round. I mean, that's a good win, I guess, right? Keith was supposed to be this guy that what's the guy's name? The trainer that Brandon Adams had a fucking Nazeem Richardson. Nazeem was really big in Keetroff up. Thought he was gonna run through Brandon Adams, but he did. So what I'm saying, we know how that played out with Brandon Adams winning the Contender and also facing Jamal Charlo a couple of months ago. So I mean, that's a good win. I mean, it's not a bad win.
I think we'll get a good fight out of it. Super middleweight, we'll get a good fight out of it.
And Keetroff stopped him. So maybe Anthony Sims Jr. should be able to stop him coming down from a bigger weight. His second fight at 168 or third fight at 168. So, yeah, man, hopefully he does step on the gas.
Man, only good thing about this is he said after this fight, he fighting the top names. He had a horrible press conference.
Who?
Sims.
He was being a joke. Yeah, he's a jokester up there.
He tried to be a jokester, and it didn't.
He was corny?
Super.
Hey, he did a lot better than a lot of the other guys. The other guys didn't even talk for 2 seconds. Bro.
They don't know English.
No. A lot of them knew English, but only, and even the one that was, I think he was from Russia.
He tried to pander to everybody. He like, yo, what up? Then he said, yo, come on. And then he's like, yo, any Germans in the building?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, stop, bro. You corny with that, man.
Hey.
He like, Eddie, come on, Eddie. I know you forget, but you got Anthony Joshua and you got Anthony Sims. It's like, yo, why you taking so long to say that shit? Like, he drugged those names out. You got Anthony Joshua and you got Anthony Sims too. Don't forget. It's like, damn, bro.
Maybe he was trying to sound like Eddie's like.
They was nervous, bro. They was all very nervous. Otha Jones, all them. Charles Conwell.
Otha Jones.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Come on, man.
When you don't get up there and let yourself be known and be heard, your name is Otha. Cause you
No,
ain't
it's
tell
not
us.
Ottawa.
You ain't tell us how to say your name. You ain't even stay on the fucking podium 2 seconds. Like, we had a good camp. It was real good. Yeah, we gonna do what we said we gonna do. All right, thank you guys.
18, 19 years old, man. You still shy.
Bruh,
Most of the kids don't break their shell.
Shakur 18. Stop that, man.
Funny as hell.
Who 18?
Shakur.
No, he not.
He was when he started.
Was he?
Yeah, he was young as hell.
I thought he came out the Olympics like around 20. My
I don't
bad.
know, but you could check it. The point is, he young too, man. Everybody was young at one point. Tyson was young. Everybody was young.
We seen how Tyson was kind of reserved and how he turned out to be later on in his career.
You giving out passes.
Yo, and let me just real quick, just to go back 2 seconds to the Usyk and Chazz. Chazz didn't even look that much bigger than him anyway.
Nah. They looked actually the same size, but dog, Chazz ain't on this level, bro. Like, he not on this level. This is some bullshit.
All right, return of
the Mac, return of the man.
Unified WBC, WBA Women's Junior Welterweight Champion Jessica McCaskill will be facing Erica Farias in a rematch. 10 rounds.
That was a tough fight, man. I hope that she trained extra hard. That shit was, and you know what? McCaskill's her style is crazy, bro. She ain't gonna last too long, man. And it's crazy because I was watching her IG, and she's like in a Honda Civic still. Nothing wrong with a Honda Civic. Everybody knows I got a Honda Accord, but I'm saying you the champ of the world, man. She still got her job and everything. She's got to try and preserve herself because she's going out there Heather Hardy style. Obviously, she got more power than Hardy and more skill, I want to say. Maybe a little bit more skill, but, like, she got to get off that line, man. She's getting hit for no reason in these fights. Like, this girl she's fighting is a good fighter, too. It was a good fight the first time. But this girl should be slightly older, and I'm just going off looks. If this girl isn't older, damn. You know what I'm saying? But going based off looks, she's slightly older, so, pace yourself, man. Move your fucking head just a little bit. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully they had time to prepare. This is going to be the 13th round, the beginning of it anyway. And I want to see her do a better job. I don't want to see her lose. She's just like you and me. She comes from the inner city. Like I said, she's still in her Civic. She still got her little bank job. Like, she needs this. A win like this can get her a possible rematch with Katie Taylor.
Yeah, man, Jessica McCaskill. Look, I'm trying to look up the lady's name, Erica Farias. Okay, Jessica McCaskill. She was getting hit a lot her last fight, but that's probably just how she fights now. You know what I'm saying? She's like one of those buzzsaws that come forward, gives one to, takes one to like give two. You know what I'm saying? That kind of fighter. But yeah, I'm with Ness, man. She has to get off that line, shore up some of her defense, and definitely not take as much punishment as she did in her last fight. Ness says this woman is old. She is.
She don't look old.
She don't look old.
Erica moves, man. She moves.
About 34.
Erica moves. I mean, look, that's.
Oh, this is the same fight from that. Oh,
I told you it's a rematch. I told you that.
Yeah. I didn't know it was the rematch from the last fight. Yeah, bruh.
Erica moves, bro.
This girl was having success the last fight. I'm not even bullshit.
I said that.
Well, let me say.
But she's a little bit older. She's a little bit older, and now that they got
she
time.
1 year old. She 1 year.
Yeah,
maybe
but she's 1
year. Not even 4 years.
Yeah, but she's 1 year older than McCaskill. That's all I'm
saying.
saying.
I think McCaskill just needs to use her jab a little more than she does. She needs to plan these attacks coming forward.
She don't do that. She wants to wind up, bro. She's a wind up and try to get you on the ropes, man.
It's like you said, Ness. I mean, she uses that jab and moves the head. She can take a lot less punches. But I like her style, man. I like her come forward style. It's just you gotta throw that jab out there. You can't just do it with forward presence, man. You get tagged up by a boxer like that.
Yeah, man. I'm with Doomy, man. You gotta move that head. But don't be surprised, man, if we see an upset special in this fight. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I thought the girl did a good job last fight. I thought the scorecards were a little bit too wide for Jessica. But, yeah, man, I thought she did a damn good job fighting Jessica last time. So I'm kind of more excited now that I know who Erica is.
Yeah, I expect McCaskill to get the win. Like I said, you know, they had time to reflect, time to go back and see what they did wrong. I just hope that they can. Not everyone can change gears, you know.
Who she been trained by?
Rick Ramos.
Rick Ramos. Yeah, Rick Ramos. Okay.
That's Daniel's boy.
Now to the sleeper fight of the week. Ness been talking about it.
Charles
Conwell versus Patrick. All day, every day, to this day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Patrick, you know what I'm saying? Won us some money last time on ESPN when he got the victory over a highly touted prospect.
What you think about this matchup stylistically?
I mean, I thought it was Kieran Conway, but this is Charles Conwell.
No, it's Charles Conwell.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about Charles Conwell. I might look him up on BoxRec and see does his face.
They got one common opponent in Courtney Pennington.
Who?
Courtney Pennington. That's the only guy that I see them, you know, in a common opponent. That is.
He's a football player.
I'm looking at
that's Chad Pennington from the Jets. My bad.
I'm looking at Patrick's right now, and if I go to Charles, you see, that's the guy they both fought. One guy takes him out. Well, Conwell, that is, takes him out unanimous decision. And your boy Patrick Day took him out the same way. So, you know, this guy, Courtney Pennington, 13-4-3.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, it's Patrick Day all day.
So, I mean, but both of them took a unanimous decision. That means it must have been a you know, full round fight. I mean, 6 rounds for Patrick Day with Courtney Pennington. And you go to my man Charles Conwell. He did 10 rounds with Courtney. So, you know, Charles Conwell definitely had 4 more rounds in there with Courtney Pennington, and still took the unanimous decision. But unanimous decision still. My man Ness is big on Patrick Day.
He came through for us.
Oh, that was that coin hitting the piggy bank, huh?
Trying to figure out if I got the right guy. Okay, there we go. Okay, he 10-0, 7 knockouts. All right, he ain't lost yet.
Who? Conway? Conway, you talking about?
Yeah,
Conwell.
This is first up though. Travis Scott. I mean, I guess. Yeah, man. I think Patrick Day, man, should be able to do a little something in this fight.
Yeah,
I called my peoples from Ohio. They said that he's tough, you know, but that was in the Amis.
We know Conwell.
They
we know
following him in the pros, man. You said you seen him fight, man. What you think?
I thought this was a guy from the UK. It wasn't.
So you didn't see him fight?
No, he's American. No.
He's proud to be an American.
He ain't never been on TV either, so this might be a step up a little bit too much for him. 21 years old, still young.
Patrick Day gave him a little bit too much respect, so that threw me off, you know. He didn't say like, oh, this dude stepping up, I'm going to show y'all he ain't never been on my level. Nah, he was more like, yo, I know Conway's undefeated. You know, we're going to come here, we're going to give a good fight. It's like, whoa, what does he know that I don't know?
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a 50-50 fight. It seems like. Guys undefeated. Is he a new Eddie Hearn signing or what?
Conway, what's his name? Patrick is the one with the experience. You know, he's got that like you guys just said. You know, he's got that TV experience. He's been here. I don't know. I smell some tang, possibly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Charles Conwell. I mean, looks like a sound defensive fighter, you know. Likes to counter off the defense guard. Likes to throw his jab when you throw your jab. likes to put pressure, and when he receives pressure, he likes to stay in there. So I like Conwell. I like him. Don't know too much about Patrick, but I'll look into him a little more.
Next up, we got Reshat Mati, one of those guys that Eddie Hearn signed early on, but wasn't really didn't really get to like the looks that all the other guys got, in my opinion.
AKA the Bear.
Is he the Bear?
Yeah, that's his nickname. But
so
he's in the same. He's in the what? No, he's in the same. Yeah, the Sosa crew.
Okay, yeah.
When we first started seeing Nikita, AKA White Chocolate, all of those guys were together there. Reshat, Nikita, Chris Colbert was over there. But Reshat's been a champ, in amateur kickboxing, amateur boxing. I mean, his amateur stuff is pretty solid. Definitely didn't look, Nikita's probably out of the whole group that's looked so phenomenal with his knockouts, But Reshat
and Lebiab last knockout was vicious.
Yeah, it was very like a straight harpoon to the freaking head, man.
Good Lord.
But I like Reshat. I'm excited for him still. He probably didn't impress as much as the other guy did, but he's still a good fighter, and he has a ton of experience for his age. So I definitely am excited to see what he does with this guy. What's his name? Stitts or
Norfleet?
This guy I don't even know. Don't know nothing about this man.
It's like one of those fights where you get the 4 rounds in, 6 rounds in. So just nothing more to get him some experience. But I will be watching Reshat Mati. Haven't seen him fight before, so I'm excited. Which boxer would stop disrespecting these guys and not putting a picture on there, putting a white outline with the white inside and shit.
Yeah, so. send that pic, Reshat. Come on now.
Next up, we got Arthur Biyarslanov versus Javier Martinez, 6th round junior welterweight fight. Don't know much about either guy. Do you guys?
Nah, I don't think I've heard of Arthur. You've been saying Arthur these Russian Fleck? Names pretty good.
Arthur Fleck?
Not Arthur Fleck, man.
Biyarslanov.
You said buy yourself some Smirnoff.
Yeah, something like that. And last but not least, rounding out that card, we got Otha Jones III versus Eric Manriquez in a 6th round lightweight fight. Otha Jones is a good up-and-coming prospect. Like what I'm seeing from him in his fights. He's composed, has good defense, has good counter-punching. Maybe needs to work on that tank just a little bit, but outside of that, I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. I don't know. I don't know if I can see him being a world champion yet, but I can definitely see him contender for one and a challenger for one. Just got to see a little bit more ring work, and then I can make a better observation and conclusion.
Yeah, man. What else is on the docket then?
We got the Josh Warrington card. He's fighting his Frank Warren. Frank Warren died, or Frank Warren gluten-free diet, whatever you want to call it. He's facing Sofiane Takoucht.
Did you just say it was Goku? Kakarot.
That's what it sounds like. Takoucht. Or whatever. In a 12-round IBF featherweight fight. I have no idea who Sofiane is. When I seen it, I had to Google it to make sure it wasn't a woman. You know
I mean, we touched on him in one of these past shows. He's a Frenchman. You know what I mean? Got some good French boxing out there. They got a good history. French boxing.
Well, Sofiane is 35-3 with 13 knockouts, 1 draw. Never been knocked out before. Rated 128 in the world, according to BoxRec. Rated number 1. How do you get away with facing a guy who's ranked 128 in the world?
Yeah.
You're a world champion.
Champ!
And he's number 1 in France, though. So big ups to him. Yeah. I'm trying to see his most notable opponent. All these guys look like guys that I have no idea who they are. Yeah.
Which
He's
names?
not fighting anybody.
Muhammad Ali versus, Troy Wilson. Which one were you at? Zelfa Barrett versus Jordan.
These people you speak of?
Man, we are on the first fight, man. Come on, do me. Have my back, cause Ness the motherfucking gave up on this right here.
Zelfa Barrett. Yeah, Zelfa Barrett versus.
No, we on the Josh Warrington fight, man. Josh Warrington.
Josh Warrington versus Sofiane Takoucht.
I did see a video where Josh Warren said Gary Russell was talking crazy and shit. But like Gary Russell said, Josh Warrington wasn't really mentioning his name until he had a fight scheduled. So another point for Gary Russell. I never heard Josh Warrington say anything about Gary Russell until his fight was already announced, or like it was doing like training day or media workout day for his fight this fight coming up. But I heard him say something about Shakur Stevenson and Carl Frampton lately on Santa Cruz. But Gary Russell's like the forgotten man in this division, and we'll talk about him more later. But yeah, man, Josh Warrington should win this fight handily. The guy should pose not a big threat. 128 in the world. Doesn't seem like he ever been on this level. So yeah, man, I'm not putting much into this fight.
Josh Warrington is a tough dude, man. I think he's gonna take care of business. But something that we've had all and I'm going back to the Andy Ruiz era. We don't know this guy much. We don't know. Did you see his last fight against? We don't know. We don't know too much about this guy. Sometimes when you don't know too much, it can be a little dangerous, right? This guy has 13 KOs. Percentage KO percentage ain't too high. He has 244 rounds though, so he's experienced. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna say I pick him, but just remember, guys, every now and then, man, we get surprised.
Next on the docket on that same card, we got Zelfa Barrett versus Jordan McCorry. Zelfa Barrett kind of still rebuilding. Lost to Ronnie Clark last year. Ever since then, he fought Edwin Tells twice, and coming off a big victory over Leon Woodstock earlier this year in May or June. That fight was that was a pretty good fight between him and Leon, but Leon was just in over his head. Even though he had a great granite chin, he was just getting hit with the same shot over and over again. So Zelfa, they're trying to build Zelfa back up because he was like one of Frank Warren's, undefeated fighters until he took his loss last year. Jordan McCurry lost to Archie Sharp his last time out. Would you say Archie Sharp get a big come from behind victory on the last card that Frank Warren had on ESPN Plus? Got the knockout after being outboxed early. But McCurry, he's more of an opponent than anything. Lost to Sam Bowen, lost to Archie Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Got 6 losses on his resume. They have a coming opponent in Ronnie Clark. Both guys lost to. So I'm picking Zelfa Barrett this fight. He's the A side. You know what I'm saying? He should get the job done, but I'm not like overly confident. I think you guys don't know much about these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I didn't know too much about Zelfa. I'm gonna look into
Barrett.
Yeah, I've been watching UK boxing a lot, man. And shout out to my guy Lyndon.
Yeah, Lyndon Arthur. Yeah, I know Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah, he's a guy that I think I did an interview with. Let me make sure I don't want to.
Yeah, he's from across the pond.
How much more of this shit do we gotta endure, man? Shoot me, bruh. What the fuck? Who the fuck are these guys, bro?
Your big ups to my guy Lyndon Arthur, man. Your big ups to my guy Lyndon Arthur. I had an interview with him last year. He's still making his way over in the 175 division domestically, so I'm glad to see him back out on the card. Glad to see Frank Warren got him out. He's facing Emmanuel Anim in a 12 round for the vacant Commonwealth.
Some guy from Ghana.
Yeah, light heavyweight fight.
Man.
Also, we got the return of Muhammad Ali. Not the one you're thinking about though, but a guy named Muhammad Ali is fighting.
Say what?
In a 4-round bantamweight fight, and that's the only reason why I put his name on there. I said, how would I look doing a boxing show with a guy named Muhammad Ali, and I don't put his name on there? I should be ashamed of myself for leaving him off. So I did. I put his name on there. And last but not least, we got Mark.
Muchas gracias.
Yo, I got a soundboard. I'm sorry. I'm having fun.
It's all good. Last but not least, we got Mark Efron versus Ru Manuel Pavanito in a 6-round middleweight fight. Mark Efron is another one of Frank Warren's upcoming fighters. I've seen him once or twice. You don't know what I'm saying? So
who Pavanito?
No, Mark Efron.
So Mark Efron is the investment.
Oh, I seen Zac Efron.
Cool. But yeah, Mark should get that victory, but we've seen stranger things happen on Frank Warren's cards when it comes to prospects and them losing. So yeah. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and move on to what everybody's here for. Errol Spence, latest news and updates. Ness, you can go ahead and take it away since you're so quiet.
Nah, man, you're doing a fantastic job.
Call you Mr. Fantastic.
Well,
Mr.
the video,
Mr. Bombastic.
I guess Ness is gonna go ahead and put that video on for you guys so you guys can see the car crash. And I mean, it's kind of, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. I guess it's news and other publications, you know what I'm saying, got it out there. You guys are gonna see it anyway. But yeah, man, the crash did look serious, but with reports coming out from Lance Puckmeyer, Tim Smith, ESPN, it seemed like Errol Spence did not suffer any broken bones or fractures or anything like that. I think he got like some scrapes and like lacerations to his face, but the crash definitely did not look good. I'm looking at it right now like it flipped 3 or 4 times. I
thought I was watching a Formula One for a second, my brother. That car took off in the air like a kite. It was on its nose. You know, we were wondering how the engine was so torn up, and as you see in the video, it literally stands up on its engine, you know, for a half a second, and then continues to like fly. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of feet or how many yards that car traveled before it actually stopped, but there was no top over it. I'm just glad that you know the car didn't get on fire, that he wasn't pinned. You know, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. You know. Listen, man, a lot of people were quick to judge. I'm just happy that he's okay, he's alive, and who knows, man. In this incident, you know, and I'm isolating this incident because you should always wear your seatbelt. But who knows if
I was going to say the same thing to me. I was going to say, like, in this incident,
not
it
wearing
might be a good thing he wasn't wearing a seatbelt because the way the car flipping, if I was to have my seatbelt on, how many times would my head or something scrape against the pavement? If I don't have a top.
Not only that, just all them jerks, my man. All
you
them,
know what I'm saying?
If you strapped into that, the way that car is tumbling down the road. Listen, man, look, guy works in mysterious ways. You know,
that's right.
Possibly, you know, that's the reason the seatbelt. Not the reason that the seatbelt was off, but because the seatbelt is off, could be the reason that he's here, and that's all that matters, man. This morning we was worried about whether or not he was going to be okay, and now at least we know that.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not nothing to like do with me, not my family, anything like that. But I just want to thank everybody that did give well wishes to Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it was personal, social media. You know what I'm saying? Talking to your friends. If you gave Errol Spence Jr. positive energy, I got to commend you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because last time we wanted to see was him get seriously injured where he can't continue his boxing career. But from all intents and purposes, it seems like from the reports, I'm just going off what we seen in the media, he will make a full recovery and nothing's broken, nothing fractured. He probably got some swelling, some bruises, some lacerations where he's going to take a couple months off, which probably is a good thing for him. You know what I'm saying? Get his body back 100%. And, yeah, I don't think we'll see that Danny Garcia fight on the 25th anymore.
I mean, who knows when they're gonna break into the media and actually give a standing report on exactly what his condition is. But most definitely, Mike, man, any fight right now is definitely not being talked about. We don't know what his condition is. He might have not broken any bones, but I'm pretty sure that the doctors are gonna advise him what to do. It's just incredible, man, looking at that car and then seeing the actual video of him flying like that, on what kind of injuries you could sustain internally, head. There's just so much, and it could have been so much worse, man. And it's just good news. It's good news that he's not in intensive care with a machine helping him breathe and all that other horrible shit that your brain automatically goes to when you see a car mangled like that. So God was with you, man, and hope you get better.
And for me, I can't speak for Errol Spence, but for me, when I had my near-death experience, it really humbled me, started to put things in perspective, and really, just I started to take stop taking things for granted. Not saying life or anything like that, but family, friends, just personal things. So hopefully, that it helps him the same way that it helped me, and I'm just glad and happy that he's 100% okay. Now we can get that Terrence Crawford fight. Nigga, I ain't forgot. I still want Bud. No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Everybody's still talking about all that stuff, you know what I mean? They still want that. But we had Bud, go on to Twitter and, send his prayers up for the champ. We had Keith Thurman. We have a boxing
everybody,
community.
man. Peter Quillen, everybody.
Quillen, yeah. The boxing bully, Barack, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, just who reached out, like I said, thank you, you know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the young stars in boxing, man, and we definitely need him to be one of the flag holders for the sport.
Yeah, and like I said, we have a boxing community, man, and even though there's a lot of shit talking amongst fighters, and there's always a back and forth and kind of action, throughout the social media. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, just trying to make ourselves better, trying to make our families' lives better, and you can't judge a guy for one day of celebration. You know what I mean? Everybody slips up once in a while, and like I said, there's still solid reports that need to come out. Mike,
if it was his fault, could have been a motherfucking wheel, faulty wheel or something like that. He could have hit a pothole in that motherfucking Ferrari that sit low to the earth. You know what I'm saying? It could have been something that went on with the car that he had no control over. I don't want people to rush say Earl made a bad decision. We don't know what Earl did. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened. We just know he had a car wreck, and we all know that a lot of things go into having a car wreck. Sometimes it's your fault. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. So
shit, man. I was sober the other day, man, and I'm driving, and I got a truck, right, and I hydroplaned, bro, and for half a second my car just veered to the left like ugly, and I was like, I got shook. I wasn't expecting that, I got my hand on the wheel, I'm driving easy breezy, and it's like it wasn't even a pond or anything I went over, Mike. It was just a little water, and it veered my car. It took my wheel to the left, and I almost hit the curb, and it was crazy. So yeah, anything can happen out on the road, and many of the callers called earlier in our show, truck drivers especially, and that's being a veteran in that, he used to work as a trucker. You guys see a lot of shit, a lot of accidents.
Oh yeah, I can imagine the stories like this and NO and JD have for us. I bet it's and Brandon, you know what I'm saying? I bet they got stories about wrecks that are deadly, you know what I'm saying? Like causes of fatalities and things, you know what I'm saying? Being on the road for however many years you guys been on the road.
Now let's talk a little bit about the titles that Errol just got. What's gonna happen now? We looked at Thurman for an example. We looked at Thurman to see what might happen to Errol, which is shit, man. Are they gonna strip him for the title if he has to sit in the saddle?
No. Thurman got a year off. You know what I'm saying? Before they even thought about taking his belts.
So if Errol gets a year off, I mean,
I'm just going off the reports.
Uh-huh.
No surgery is being talked about. Nobody said anything about surgery is going to be needed, so that's a good thing. And they're just saying lacerations and maybe bruises and cuts. Hopefully, all that can heal by first quarter next year.
But the plan was Danny, right? Am I right?
The plan was Danny. Danny might get pushed back.
Definitely might get pushed back. I mean, depending on the lacerations that our boy received, man, it's going to depend on what kind of sparring he's going to get. You know, we have Tyson Fury as an example of huge laceration over his eye. And, you know, now he has to kind of tiptoe through sparring sessions or through training to get to sparring.
Man, that nigga ain't tiptoeing. You ain't see what he was doing on Raw?
Yeah, he was about the rock bottom and shit.
Man, that shit was so fake, bro. That shit crazy.
Bro, we know it's scripted, but that shit is entertaining. That shit was funny in the ring, man. But yeah, I know. Frank Warren? There was a little worried about it. At the end of the day, you know, you might be worried about it because stuff does happen. I mean, look, you guys can say it's fake. It is fake, but the pain medication these guys take afterwards is real.
Y'all know what I'm worried about?
What?
We got 422 people watching, only 99 thumbs up and 12 dislikes for some reason. But it's okay. Everybody got their own opinion. So if you could engage me, and go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, man. We just need one thumbs up from everybody who's watching right now. Not now, but right now on YouTube, so we can get bigger and bigger. Y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't know? You guys are helping us out right now. We got so much traction and so big that they invited us to Vegas for the Canelo and Conwell fight. Not the first time. How many fights have Canelo you seen in a row, Doheny?
4 or 5, baby.
I'm just saying. So if you guys could, and you guys want to see us more and more on the road, smash that thumbs up button so one of these big corporations, these brands, can see the interest and the likes that we get, and maybe we can, you know what I'm saying, make this platform get even bigger with the right backing.
Yeah, Tiger uppercut that thumbs up button for sure, man. We know we're just trying to increase this family that we have now, man. It's been growing and growing. It's a huge community, man, and I'm really appreciative and I'm very passionate about what we do here. You know, not only do we love boxing, we love the people, and we talk for the people. You know what I mean? We take great pride in saying that.
I ain't gonna say I love y'all, motherfuckers. I don't know you to love you, but hey, listen, I appreciate you though.
I'm the lover. I'm the lover out here, Mike. Don't worry about it. I ain't afraid of love, baby. What's going on here? But yeah, man, we appreciate it. So yeah, smash that like button and let us reach out to other people, man. Let us build this community and make it better for us, and surely to express our opinions to the people who, you know, put these fights together for us.
Come on, man. Let's get in a good mood real quick, man. We gonna ask everybody, you know, put your hands together. Yeah, I mean, whenever we down, we know who we gotta call.
AJ, well done, yes sir. I think you could spit a little bar. We give you a couple words.
Maybe 2 words, not 4. I like to blow my trumpet and that, do you know what I mean? In my last fight, I had to watch my weight. I'm eating too much, even though I'm a heavyweight.
Hey!
I'm on time and I'm never ever late. I'm hustling hard so I can go on and be a great. In JD, chilling with my mates. I stay low key, never ever moving late. Keep it calm, bring the alarm. Man chat, get slapped with my palm.
Let's go. We're here to talk some boxing. Let's go.
Hey,
Wake
man,
up.
we need to start the TBV challenge, man. Every time we go to a camp, we need, or do an interview, we need every fighter to drop a high 8 or 12 or 16. It's a challenge, man. AJ did it.
Yo, you know the problem
AJ, a UK, a non-American, where hip-hop was motherfucking made at, come and drop a better track than y'all?
You know
New York City, baby.
Come on, baby.
The problem is remembering that shit when you in them camps, man.
I got it.
I think, yo, Mike, check this out. Next time we at Wildest, I'm just gonna kick the beat. The beat. We're just gonna get in the cypher. I'm like,
Whoa.
Delete it.
Whoa, champ. Whoa. Practice, man.
Deleted. Damn, you gonna delete them?
Damn, I ain't even cover. You know, I ain't even cover up to get that box. You know, come on, B.
Well, nah, man. Let's go ahead and get into some gangster shit.
And what's
Abden Mars, man? We had Abden Mars on the show, I believe, yesterday. Right? This Wednesday or Tuesday? One of these days. He had some words for the old Santa Cruz that I thought were interesting that I didn't think that we gave the proper attention to it. I know Ned's looking like, why did he make this a fourth topic? Was there nothing better out there?
Nah, I'm actually cool with it.
Ooh, okay. But look, man, I kind of agree with Abdulmari. I know. Go ahead. You said a message? What was that?
Nah, Toasty, you were in Mortal Kombat, and you had the little dude in the back. Toasty! Toasty!
Anyway, man, this guy got a soundboard back. He happy as hell over there. But look, I agree with Abdulmari, man. I'm not saying that Leo's scared by any stretch of the imagination. And I know Abdulmari's got a 2-pass fight with Leo that he came up short on. But Gary Russell does have the belt. We all know that the WBC belt is not loved by any other demographic. The Mexican population, what do me? They love that motherfucking belt. Julio Chavez Sr. had that belt. All the great champions in Mexican history probably had that belt. Now, if Gary Russell got it, and he's going around calling your name out, doing videos with your pop, which I said was distasteful, you know what I'm saying? You keep kids, family out of it. But at the same time, he did it. He did it. And it don't seem like to me, I've heard really much from Leo Santa Cruz. I know he might did like one video where he addressed it, but it wasn't to my liking. And I think that instead of moving up to a 130 weight, and talk about fighting Tank Davis, even though he's gone now, instead of moving up, go ahead and unify before you move up with Gary Russell and get that big name on your resume. I know Carl Frampton is a big name on your resume, but I think we all think that Gary Russell probably beats Carl Frampton. So go ahead and unify with Gary Russell and check him for doing that whole shit with your daddy. Don't let no motherfucker disrespect your family.
I mean, but when you want that fight taking place? I mean, when would he fight Gary?
Put it on the Fury wild card. Leo got a motherfucking cherry coming up. He should beat the hell out this guy. Easy. Should beat him easy. Put it. We seen Gary Russell on the wild card before. We seen Leo on the wild card now. Put him on the motherfucking Wilder Fury 2 card in Vegas. Leo Santa Cruz gonna draw the Mexican public in, especially in a good fight against Gary Russell Jr.
I mean, both. I mean, Gary Russell's last fight was Kiko Martinez, huh? Yeah, I mean, they've pretty much both been kind of like, idle, you might say. Leo and Gary.
Gary Russell.
Nonetheless, I mean, look, Leo Santa Cruz is probably not. He's probably not too loud on social media because I never pictured Leo Santa Cruz as a confrontational guy throughout his matchups. I never see him too pissed off. I don't know if you guys might remind me of something like that. I never seen Leo like, oh man, pissed off. He might be a little pissed off from this. He might probably not even be entertaining Gary Russell because of that video too. Leo's a real close family guy, So who knows why the noise ain't coming from Leo's camp, It could be a couple of things.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I'm pretty sure, man, y'all from the same kind of inner city like that I'm from. Disrespect would not be tolerated, bro. You disrespect me and my people, we gotta come and see you, man, and ask you why you did that. And you lucky if that's the least thing we do is ask you. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Say that today, but yesterday people talking about, this boxing, so what if Crawford tell him take off his panties, he just trying to get a fight. That's all Gary Russell trying to do. If Crawford just trying to get a fight and people who get in the ring just trying to get a fight, that's all Gary Russell trying to do. He ain't really been.
Man, Crawford didn't go do an interview with his motherfucking pops, with Errol Spence Jr. pops and pull that shit, did he?
Neither did Gary Russell. Gary Russell just went over there and hugged him, and he got played out because they thought he was Rico Ramos. Yo, I seen the interview with Leo Santa Cruz and his father. Like, yo pensé que era Rico Ramos.
You can laugh and make jokes, but the fact is still the fact. The champion on the same side of the street as you, the same advisor as you, called you out in your division and asked you to do something about it.
I'm sorry, man.
I guess like you said, like we agreed on earlier, Ness, about the fucking money. All fighters not made the same. If that was Wilder and a nigga pull that shit with Wilder, Boy, you out your motherfucking mind if Wilder ain't telling Al, make that motherfucking fight.
Man, Dillian White done said everything under the sun just like Big Baby.
Not with motherfucking Wilder's daddy in the video.
Wilder's dad ain't been around Dillian White or Big Baby.
Okay.
Big Baby just made a freestyle, and we all know what he was insinuating, so let's stop it. Let's stop acting like anybody's
He made a freestyle?
Come on, bro. Don't act like you...
Well,
so now...
Well, you know how fast, nigga, I motherfucking scroll past that motherfucking freestyle? I'm not about to... It's better rap for me to listen to... Nigga, Shaq is out here making better records than motherfucking Big Baby makes.
Well, that's why
he out here going hard on Damian Lillard.
That's why
that's a freestyle battle.
Yo, you remember Shaq been rapping
out of here, man.
That's why you don't know the news. All I'm saying is everybody go above and beyond and get their point heard. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no different, man. Ain't no different.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna agree with Nuss, man. At the end of the day, I mean, look, you can say you got boundaries. You know you don't want to step over it, but it wasn't even that. Like now that I look back at it, and now that Nuss telling me that his father thought he was Rico Ramos, that totally
he thought he wanted to take a selfie with him, bruh.
Yeah, so it totally makes sense.
Gary, the fact that people are overreacting about this is hilarious. It goes to show how much instigators they are because Gary Russell didn't even have no negative energy. Like you could easily do what he did and fucking me mug your face up and you know what I'm saying? And fucking, you know what I mean, poke your chest out and make sure that Leo Santa Cruz father know you coming with aggression. That shit was like, yo, can I take a selfie with Leo Santa Cruz dad? He thought he was a normal fan, man. He don't know Gary fucking Russell. How they mad when they don't know you? You fight once a year.
Know him.
They don't know him. They don't know him.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it G, Mike.
Rico
Mike.
Ramos.
I don't think he knew. I don't think he really knew though.
Hey, who the fuck is Rico Ramos? Y'all keep bringing up.
Yo, go check
this guy.
Go check him.
That's exactly who Leo Santa Cruz father said he thought he was. Don't be mad at me.
You're gonna understand. You're gonna understand why.
Like I just know this nigga or something.
But he was whispering. He was in the locker room whispering.
Bruh, he faked the whole video and he getting clout for it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So that means I could go selfie with my enemy and have zero energy, negative, and get points for it? Fuck, man. I need to do it too.
If I'm Leo, I still want that sauce though.
Man.
You ain't just gonna put your arm around my pops and then flick the LA pendant. You ain't gonna just do that now.
Why y'all trying to be so disrespectful to him? You think Rico Ramos do like Jared Russell?
Yeah, you know you can't help but to see some.
They both Al Heyman fighters.
But they got a picture of this nigga Rico Ramos on fucking Google, nigga, all teeth. I ain't gonna lie to you, though. God damn. Oh my God, man, y'all are bad. But look here, man. Thing is still a thing, man. He called you out in the media publicly, around your family, threatening you to do something. Are you gonna do something, or are you just gonna let it pass by? And we got a super chat from the Gary Russell supporter. Oh, everybody with a wrench need to do their job.
There's too many of them out there right now.
Now we got to differentiate. Just because they say something about a fighter, at least as long as it's not like derogatory, don't block him because he's your favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Or time him out because he's your favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? But if he says something like this,
if he say something about a caller, make sure you get that ass timed out.
Yeah, caller. Sometimes caller needs something.
Because it don't matter what the caller say, as long as he had the balls to call in. You can't be sitting in the chat with zero balls.
Maybe they at work, my nigga, listening.
Yo, we got people that call in from work. We got people that say, yo, I had to step out. People got to step out of class.
Every job ain't the same, nigga. I was on a motherfucking
Mike,
assembly
how about
line.
This?
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's the wrong one. How about this?
I mean, it wasn't that great because he had to do it twice. Don't say first time.
I know.
It was kind of like luster. But moving on, something that I want to talk about.
Where we moving?
Man,
Canelito.
Yo, boy.
Canelito, what you gonna talk about? What he said about Andre?
Esta es la era de Canelo.
La era de Canelo es la mejor era porque peleo con los mejores.
Okay, sound like he got big nuts.
Nah, he said that the Canelo era is the best era because I fight the best, and it's the truth, man. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. Just like Leo, right? Like Leo got every right to look at Gary Russell and say, who you beat, man? Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking back. I'm looking past you. You know what I'm saying? Because Leo got 2 wins over Abner, and he got the win over Carl Frampton. Like, where's Gary Russell work at?
He's trying to get that work.
It's like my boy Canelo, man. He got
yeah.
way too
Canelo
much
says
work,
that
man.
he is not. I repeat, is not interested in a fight with Demetrius Andrade, even though it would be a unification. Labels the young man Demetrius Andrade as a boring fighter. I have an issue with that.
Ness, let's hear it out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I got an issue with that, but go ahead, Ness. Try to defend your guy.
Nah, he got it out the horse's mouth. I'm pretty sure Canelo.
You want the audio?
Yeah, champy.
I got the audio.
I mean, but it's gonna be Spanish, bro.
Hey, I'll translate it.
I mean, it's translated, but I mean, I wasn't prepared, man. Hey, SA.
Come on, Compi.
Hey, SA.
I took the fucking first stab at it. I don't like it. I think Demetrius Andrade is a very credible opponent, and I think if Canelo's the action fighter, the comfort fighter, the slick fighter that we all know him to be, you can make the fight interesting. We seen Jared Hurd.
So let me stop you there real quick, Mike.
Hold on, one last thing. We seen Jared Hurd in a fight of the year candidate, maybe even PBC fight of the year, with Lara, who was labeled a boring fighter.
Very true. Very true.
Now,
very true.
Now, we've spoken about Canelo being the golden ticket.
But let's be honest,
right?
he didn't say he don't want to fight him just because he's boring. He said he ain't do nothing, and he got every right to say that. He said, listen, I don't gain anything because that man's never achieved absolutely nothing. We can't leave that out. I got to play the audio because the translators never do a good job, except my man Gabriel, who did do a good job.
No, la verdad es que es un peleador primeramente que no ha peleado con nadie y aparte es un peleador muy aburrido.
So right there he says, first of all, it's a fighter that's never fought with anybody, and apart from that, he's very boring.
Boxeo es muy aburrido, quizás es bueno y todo, pero es muy aburrido.
He boxes very boring. I mean, maybe you guys think he's good, but he's still very boring.
Y al final al que le echan la culpa todo de una pelea aburrida es a mí.
And at the end of the day, if I'm involved in a boring fight, the only person that gets the blame is myself.
Entonces, ese tipo de me gustan las peleas donde haya acción, donde
I like the type of fights where the action's at.
Donde quieran pelear, donde
where people want to fight.
La gente disfrute de un gran espectáculo.
Where the fans
enjoy. También, ¿no? Eso es importante.
So he said, "Where the fans enjoy the espectáculo," so that means the
spectacle.
The spectacle.
Importante para mí, pero tampoco él representa un reto. No representa.
See, he says also he doesn't represent a goal,
a challenge.
Yeah, he doesn't represent a challenge. Wow.
Es un reto, ¿por qué? Porque pues no ha peleado con absolutamente nadie.
He said
he hasn't fought with absolutely anyone.
Well, he said he doesn't represent a challenge because he says he doesn't represent a challenge. Why? Why? Because he hasn't fought with absolutely anyone.
The truth is, he hasn't fought with anyone. He hasn't fought against anyone.
So this is their translation, but we just did that for you. So yeah, that's the audio, Mikey.
What's going on, Mike Disney?
Yeah, man. I can humbly disagree with that. I mean, look, when you say
he's fought people.
I know. Whoa. Now, when you say he hasn't fought anyone, maybe his level of
cool guy.
No, he said absolutely no one, Mike. Absolutely. I just don't want you to misquote.
Are you guys going to let me?
I just don't want
you
you to
misquote. He hasn't fought absolutely no one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking at his resume, that may be true. He has some secondary wins, Santa, on his resume.
Hey,
which
Mike, what's his elite level win? You know, that's how we normally start with the elite level win. Then we go to secondary.
That's why I just said he has some secondary wins on there. If I start with secondary, apparently that's what? He ain't got no elite wins. He ain't got no elite levels. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that I had to say it out loud for you to know that.
I ain't know he ain't had no elite level. I thought the way he was acting, he had some scalps on his resi.
Sulek, cool guys, the ones that are.
And he's in your division. He's a champion on the zone. He's calling you out. He wants to fight with you. He understands that in order for him to get the fight, you have to accept it. I just don't like the audio of him saying that he doesn't represent a challenge. That couldn't be farther from the truth, in my opinion.
I mean, technically speaking, it's 100% true. If you go in there and you whitewash Andrade, a year from now they'll say that Andrade fought and beat no one. It's just the bottom line.
I think you got to get it, Demetrius Andrade in there with a guy that's recognizable.
He's calling out everybody like it's done like Demetrius.
Yeah, but just because look,
he wanted to fight Billy Joe Saunders. The nigga was on dope. He had to use a fucking nasal spray to fucking lose weight. He been calling out Canelo. He's been calling out motherfucking Gennady Golovkin. He even called out Charlo back
in the day.
This guy is not trying to fight people. He is trying to fight people. They just don't want to fight him because they understand the challenge that he presents, and they want to use things like, "Oh, that's not a challenge for me. He doesn't represent anything." Really, Mike. Why
is it Canelo's fucking job to be the Santa Claus
it's not
of boxing?
Canelo's job, but the same thing we did for Golovkin. We said Demetrius called him out. He need to give him that fight. We gotta do the same thing about Canelo.
We did.
If he called him out, give him the fight. I don't give a fuck. Gennady or Billy Joe or Canelo. Somebody get in the ring with goddamn me, Andre, and show me something. Show me that he's a fucking bum and he doesn't present a challenge to you. Prove that to me, because I believe that is a fucking lie.
So we said that for Gennady because he needed to fight some credible people. You know what I'm saying? So we said that to him, like, yo, come on, man, get that fight, man. Do that thing, you know what I mean? It's a little different. Canelo been fighting. He been doing his numbers. And I ain't talking about pay-per-view. I'm talking about, like, fighting the tough fight, man. He's been doing that. He's been fighting who we ask. I mean, when is Gennady going to give us one fight that we asked for? Because he wanted Canelo. Let's be real. He waited for Canelo. Let's just be real. We need to stop this energy on Canelo and address that to Gennady, to Charlo, and to Andre.
I just said to people on the zone because it's probably more easy than me.
That energy needs to go there because Andre ain't fought nobody. You know?
Look, we know that the money fights is Canelo. The money fight will be Triple G. It catapults a win over any of these two guys catapults you, and he's been in the back in shadow realms. You know, he's been denied opportunities. I guess I liked him when he was chasing the Charlo fight. You know,
this is the zone's fault. Let's just be honest. This is the zone's fault. Listen, the zone has the ability to approve and deny opponents. Why are they approving Kamel Sedimenta for fucking Gennady Golovkin instead of denying him and saying your options are the same options they gave Canelo? What were those? Demetrius, Jamal Charlo, Gennady Golovkin. So why can't those be the same options for Demetrius Andrade? Why does Canelo again got to be the Santa Claus of boxing? Oh, let me bless Andrade too.
Canelo's not the end-all, be-all. We're just reacting to Canelo's comments. I just said that I wouldn't mind seeing him in the ring with Triple G, Charlo, Billy Joe Saunders.
And that's where he needs to go. Didn't he sign the fucking DAZN? I thought DAZN was the shit.
Okay.
Putting all the pressure on Canelo like to give Andrade a resume. That's fucking Matchroom's job.
When you make the comments like Canelo made in the media, I am going to react how I reacted. He should not have said that he does not present a challenge to him. You don't know that. You haven't been in the ring with Demetrius Andrade to see.
Yeah, but Mike.
Whoa, can I finish? We seen the last time you was in the ring with somebody who knew how to box and move around the ring, and Laura, how much of a challenge that gave you. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that could go towards what he said too, Mike. You know, he likes to be in there with guys that are gonna, push the action. And he doesn't like to be in boring fights. Hold on. Let me finish. Now, the guy who gets blamed in these quote unquote boring fights, it's him. And you know, the man's done a lot in boxing. He's chasing for the huge fights. He's not just gonna give anybody a chance. And I'm not saying Demetrius Andrade is just anybody. Great boxer, and I do think that it would be an interesting fight. But if you're going just by resume and the actual what you've done for me, what have you done in order for you to put yourself in a position for the golden ticket? You got Kulikai and Sulecki in your resume. The rest of the guys I'm pretty much not too familiar with. I mean, Alante Fox maybe, but. We
looking at Ward, man. We looking at Ward next after this, man.
And I can't be mad at that. If Canelo come out and say, "Hey, you know what? Fuck all them motherfuckers. I ain't fight none of them Rudy Poo ass niggas at 160. I want Ward. I want Ward next. Andre Ward, where you at? Viva la Mexico." He said that shit. I'm on board with it, Canelo. Then let's go. I'm saying, cause you really doing now. You really let your fucking nuts hang. You really got that RV in the back with your nuts inside, chilling, cooling off while you driving the motherfucking truck. I feel what they're saying. You call out Andre Ward, my energy might change a little bit.
And Demetrius is, you know, didn't he have a little bit of
I don't think Demetrius calling out Ward.
Didn't he have a little bit of a road? You know,
don't represent no money. It ain't no money, man. If Ward come back, it's gonna be for big money. Fighting Andre. Well, you gonna fight Andre for like a $2 million guarantee?
So it's Canelo's fault. It's Canelo's fault he could get fights with Kovalev and with Gennady and with Ward. And it's also Canelo's fault that everybody else can't get fights. So Canelo got to fight everybody.
It's not Canelo's fault at all. It's the Mayweather effect. He's a money man now. But just like you was banging the drum for Keith Thurman to get that Mayweather shot when he was calling out Mayweather back in the day. And Mayweather told him to go fight somebody, but you was still banging the drum for him, right?
Banging the drum for who?
Keith Thurman was the mandatory.
Yeah. Huh?
Keith Thurman was the mandatory.
Who? For who?
For Mayweather.
How he the mandatory when the WBA Super ain't got no mandatory?
That's when we learned it, bro.
So he wasn't the mandatory.
That's when we learned it, man.
But you still was banging the drum for your boy, though. So what's the difference in you banging the drum for Keith Thurman back in the day, and me banging the drum for what's called right now?
I'm gonna tell you because Keith Thurman at 17-0 signed him fight Marcos Maidana, and Marcos Maidana pulled down and said, "Hell no, that boy ain't no tune-up. I don't want no smoke."
Same thing happened to Demetrius Andrade with Billy Joe Saunders.
No, it didn't. That's drugs. That's drugs. This one pulled out.
Did the fight happen? This?
Excuse me, sir. You can yell all you want. You can get excited all you want. One was drugs. This one was straight fear.
It don't matter. Maybe Billy Joe Saunders using drugs with straight fear.
I turned it.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Both fights happened not because of Keith Thurman or Demetrius Andrade. It happened because of their opponents. One pulled out. He said it, he was fearful. He didn't want to fight. Okay, I wasn't here back then, so I got to take your word for it. The other pulled out for PEDs. If you're taking PEDs, Doomy, what they tell you? You think you can't do what?
Yeah, you can't win the fight.
Let me tell you the difference, because he think he won this argument, and a lot of his little fanboys in the chat think he did too. But here's the difference, right? And Charlo, you on mute, Mike.
You on mute, Mike?
I don't want to cut him off. I'm saying I ain't want shit.
Oh, so Charlo gonna be mad at this too, and Mike too, because he a little bit on Toast side, right? So it's the light skin effect. Keith Thurman decided to go the WBA route. Mayweather felt the smoke. Keith Thurman is a very vocal man, and he put the smoke on Mayweather on every chance that he got in front of a camera saying that he was ducking him. So Mayweather vacated the belt. Keith was elevated to full champion. So I'm going to stop right there with the story, and I'm going to just remind you of a recent man that was elevated to full champion, and his full champion status means absolutely nothing. He's fighting Dennis Hogan next. So Keith, being elevated to full champion, immediately became the A-side. I don't know if it's because he's light-skinned like me. I don't know. But he immediately became the A-side. And then he was put in all inaugural events in front of the world on every single terrestrial channel that PBC was dealing with. And then he told Al Heyman what he wanted, and Al Heyman gave him what he wanted. Okay? And that's what happened. He fought the fights. Andre didn't do that. Andre didn't do that. This man got one belt and then unified. He fought 2 top 3 welterweights back to back. Andre didn't do that. Andre's fighting Akinwande, Brian Rose, fucking Willie Nelson, you know? Like, come on, bro. Matter of fact, those are names HBO gave him. That don't even count, bro. What's the names he's been fighting on DAZN? Come on, man. No way. These dudes mad, man. You got to know what to do with a belt. You got to know what to do with a belt. And Keith knew what to do with it. He knew what to do. And so did Al. As soon as he got a belt, he blew up. That title went from interim to regular to full. And why he became the ASOP? Why was he on every inaugural? Why was he every main event? I'm just saying. You got to know what to do.
Demetrius went through some. Didn't he go through some management issues too?
Yeah. He was off like almost a year and a half, 2 years.
2 years,
Demetrius made a lot of bad decisions with his career, and right now he decided, I don't want no tough fight. You hear him in the interviews. He's chilling. He said, yo, I'm happy. My family's happy. We getting money. I fought 3 times this year. He don't really care. He counting them checks. They paying him to fight nobody, so he don't care.
Yeah, man. You lost me when you brought the light skin shit up, man. You wanted to argue.
I'm wrong, man.
He went into the
hearing that shit, man. Y'all don't like hearing that. It's the truth, though.
Went into the twilight with that one, but nah. Look, we all know Dimitri's vocal. He's calling out these big guys, but listen, man. When you get to the resume and what have you done, Canelo can argue that all day, and a lot of niggas don't do shit. And check it though. No, but I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you Canelo's view and why he said what he said.
Oh, Campo beat to be a mandatory.
That's cool and all, but you gotta understand Canelo. When Canelo
gets Kavaliauskas beat to be a mandatory. Who?
And when Canelo says that he's not much of a threat, and that's what upsets you. That's what kind of like put you in an uneasy feeling towards Canelo's words, but he can say that he's faced the best, and he can say something like that. If he says that he don't see nothing there, you might see it because we see the boxing and we see everything else. But Canelo could be truthfully, just confidently, just saying like I don't see nothing. Prove to me what you're doing. You go ahead.
Do you still got Paulie's number?
Yep.
Call Paulie, see can we get him on the show tomorrow morning, man.
Call him Shinobi Mike.
I want to get his reaction.
He cut you off this whole time. I don't even know what you was trying to say. He cut you off so many times.
Yeah,
sling. Any more sound?
Nah, he was pretty much just giving credence to what Canelo's saying, guys. Canelo's fighting.
Yeah, because Mike's upset by what he said, and I'm just trying to tell Mike, like, listen, you might see Demetrius as trouble for Canelo, but Canelo might not see it that way, and Canelo might be looking at this guy off of what he probably has seen him do in the ring, and he hasn't fought. Look, we saw a test in Porter when Earl fought him. You know what I mean? We saw a real test, so we need to see a real test before you start claiming, before you get that positioning, truthful positioning. We all know you're confident, Demetrius. Ain't no doubt about that. We all know you can box, all of that. But, whoever's around you, or whoever's, has direction of the career, has to give you that fight that's going to put you out there to the public, to where the public is all up in the DAZN's ear saying, we want to see this, we want to see this. But just calling out fights and I want to fight this guy, I want to fight this guy. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be.
Do me. A nigga ran from Demetrius Andrade, did nasal spray, ran from him, got suspended by the commission, ran from him, went back to England. Did try to come get his title back, which everybody was open for. The money was still going to be there for him. The zone was still going to carry it. He said, no, I'm going to go to 168. Ran from Demetrius Andrade. Has not mentioned Demetrius Andrade name since then. Andre said, I will go up to 168 and fight you. Did Sunday say anything? Birds chirping. So it's not like he's not trying to get these big fights. These guys do not want to fight him.
Why are we acting like he's this boogeyman, bro?
He's not a boogeyman. I'm not saying that he is. I'm saying from the
drop, he gets wide. Like, why are we acting like this, man? Let's let him show us that he's this good, man.
Okay, man. Only way you can show them is by being in there with a Saunders, with a Golovkin, with a
Who's Demetrius Andrade's porter?
That's his promoter's job. That's his promoter's job.
I agree.
Why his promoter could get big fights for everyone else? He gets big fights for everyone else.
Is it? Callum Smith having trouble getting a big fight.
Anthony Carolla got a big fight multiple times.
Lomachenko?
Linares.
Man, shit,
bro. Title fight, huge too. Stop it! Don't do that.
Yeah, it was.
Luke Campbell. Look at all the money Eddie Hearn paid to get Vasyl Lomachenko on UK soil, so Luke Campbell could fight him, knowing goddamn well he was gonna lose. Come on, bro. Don't tell me that bullshit. When you got a promoter, you always want to cut somebody off just to make your point. You losing, champ. It's his promoter's job. His promoter, you know what his promoter doing? He's cutting them all the money and giving B-sides a little bit of money. That's why there ain't no real B-sides. That's why you got Akinwandes and whoever else he fought on DAZN. They can't afford to pay nobody.
If I was Demetrius, man, if I'm having such a tough fucking time trying to get a fight at middleweight, move up. Move up and face those guys.
How you having a tough fight? Why Earl could tell Al, I only want top 5 fighters, and Demetrius can't say nothing? Why he only getting top fucking 20s and 40 fighters? Come on, man.
I don't know. Earl been saying that, but it hasn't been till recently that they seen that Earl does good business. All right, Earl. Yeah, we'll give you Sean Porter for that bill. Yeah, we'll give you Danny. Yeah, we'll try to get you Manny Pacquiao.
What's recent for you? What's recent for you, champ?
But before that, Earl was calling. Can I finish my point? I
just need some context.
One last thing. When Earl first got his belt, he was calling out those same guys. He didn't get the fight. He did not get it. It wasn't until we started seeing him do it down in Dallas, do 16,000 at Star Arena, do 48,000, do 300,000 on pay-per-view, then come back and do another 300,000 on pay-per-view.
That's the same Keith Thurman story. I keep telling you. Why y'all mad? It's not Earl fault. It's not Thurman fault. It's not Canelo fault that Andre went back to Boston and can't sell 13,000. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Earl is a star. Thurman was a star. Thurman got a hometown fight. Thurman got inaugurals. Canelo's a star. Like, stop trying to put this dude in the same category, man. The fuck, man? And what are you talking about? The Earl just started. When is just started? Give me context. When he just started getting the push. Because the last I checked, they fucking gave him the push when they sent him to fucking UK. They believed in him. The fuck is y'all talking about, bro? Yo, they don't believe in Andre. Andre was signed to a small-time promoter. If he was so fucking good, why no big promoter ain't sign him from the door? Why Golden Boy ain't get him from the door? Wasn't he on the same Olympic class as fucking Wilder? The fuck is going on with y'all? Get your head out your asses. Andre.
Make the
Tell
fight
him do something.
If you feel
Tell him
confident,
do
make the
something.
fight.
Tell him
Show
do something.
Prove them words.
I'm on repeat. Tell him do something.
I already did something, nigga. I got a belt. Unify. I did something.
A vacant title? Kick rocks, man. Kick rocks.
It wasn't vacant when I fucking went for it.
And that's the problem. That's the problem right there.
A nigga pop dirty. You want to diminish my title victory.
That's the problem.
Pop dirty.
Hold on, let me finish, man. Let me finish. That's the problem right there, because not only are you, but Andre is misinterpreting Canelo's words. They're taking the fact that he used the word challenge and thinking that Andre is in a physical challenge. He's talking about he don't represent a challenge. He ain't getting to the Hall of Fame any quicker if he fight Andre. Andre has done absolutely nothing. His title is vacant. And who he won the first one from? Maybe Brian Rose or some shit? The fuck are y'all talking about? He don't represent shit. Is he a physical challenge like Porter was to fucking Earl? Absolutely. But what does he represent? What has he done? Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? Is he going to the Hall of Fame?
So every good fight got to be a legacy fight now? Every good fight got to be a legacy fight now?
Definitely not,
brother,
Mike.
When you're Canelo Alvarez, you don't have to fight the meaningless fight. That's why Mikey told Al, I'm not fighting regular fights. I don't want to just get a title from anybody at 140.
Ness, what problem does DAZN have in making an Andrade and Jacobs fight? I mean, a win over Jacobs, a fight.
Hold up. My chat asking for Funk Flex bombs. Because they fucking know I'm dropping it on Mike over there in Indiana.
What you dropping?
Hey, yo, it's the chat. It's the chat.
You're not proving to me that he's not a challenge. That it's not a good fight.
My
you
man
ain't saying shit about that. You talking about everything outside of the ring. Oh, go build your nigga. I got a belt. Come unify at 160.
I already unify. You go unify. I already unify. You go unify.
Do you still got it?
I don't need it because I'm a fucking super champ.
Niggas gotta save you.
I don't need it.
Franchise
I don't need it.
Now,
I'm a super champ.
You got stripped of your IBF, nigga. You got one belt.
Super champ.
And you got a motherfucking WBA regular at 168.
Man, we all know how Canelo feels about belts, man. At the end of the day,
Rocky Fielding was a motherfucking legacy fight.
Hey,
Rocky Fielding gonna get you into the Hall of Fame. Rocky goddamn Balboa.
Blanco, why didn't motherfucking Andre go fight Rocky Fielding?
Mm-hmm.
Why Andre or Gennady motherfucking ain't call out Sergey Kovalev? They ain't got no creativity. They ain't got no creativity. Can we stop talking about Andre? He was a headline. He wasn't a fucking topic. You know
but going back to what I said real quick. What troubles does DAZN have in making that fight, Jacobs Andrade? I think that'd be a hell of a fucking
brother. They know that shit gonna do double wood, wood, man. It ain't selling no copies. They ain't getting no subscriptions. That's why. What you think? They don't got the numbers from Daniel Jacobs? You don't think they seen those numbers?
So what's the dance partner then? What dance partner?
You see the dance partner, fucking Kovalev. You gotta do big fights to get subscriptions. Andre ain't that.
So what? He moves up. He moves up to face these guys in the super middleweight division, Benavidez and the rest of them.
Do something. At least motherfucking Billy Joe Saunders got creative, right? He got creative. They took his title at 60. He moved up to 68. Simple.
You just came, whoa, hold the fuck up. You want to down Demetrius Andrade belt because he faced Aquando, a nigga that because Billy Joe something's pop. Who did Billy Joe fight for his vacant title?
Both vacant. They both
the same motherfucking African motherfucker.
They both vacant. They both vacant titles, Mike.
But you just gave him credit.
But for moving up.
For running.
Making his own lane.
You gave him credit for running.
Making his own lane.
He didn't want his belt back.
Making his own lane. You know what he did, Mike? You call it running.
This is not track.
You call it running, and he call it strategically getting a deal with DAZN. What'd he do? Go get a belt. Left Frank Warren, signed a multi-million-dollar deal with DAZN. It's up to DAZN to put him in there with Andre. It's not up to us to argue that shit to the top of our lungs. They got all the motherfuckers right there.
We move on.
If this was PBC, they'd be condemning Al Heyman. They got all the motherfuckers. Everybody telling Charlo to go over there for what? So he can't get a fight with none of them motherfuckers? Ain't none of them fight each other yet. None of them. But they want Charlo to leave PBC. You mindless fucking dummies. Yo, Charlo needs to go.
They don't follow each other yet.
Charlo.
I could have sworn Canelo just fought Jacobs.
Jacobs
moved
up.
only been around for 1 year?
Jacobs moved up. We talking about 160 pounds. Stop talking about old shit, yo. Stop talking about old shit. Yo, and if you gonna turn around and say Canelo just fought Jacobs, he just unified.
Still want to go in on Andre? Leave him alone, bro. We need to build his resume. Okay, we get it.
Let's go.
Skill don't matter no more.
Nah, you got it. Let's go.
All right, good. A New Way and Donaire, their WBSS finals tickets are sold out, so that's a good look for boxing. I forgot the location, but I think it's in what's that German place called? I don't know, but yeah. But man, good look for them, man.
New Way and Donaire?
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah. Yo, we didn't even talk about Chazz Warrington, man.
Bro, he's fighting a sardine king.
Damn, my boy took it back to the Jack Mack. He's fighting a salmon can. Huh?
The Louisiana hot sauce kind too, you feel me? Or the green peppers, you know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong with both. But F.A. Ajagba versus Jack Mulaway.
Jack Cool Clay.
No, Jack Mulaway. Wai. On October 26th, they're gonna open up the Lubin versus Gallimore card. It's Gallimore now because Terrell Goucher broke his hand, so he had to pull out.
They starting to pick up the pace on the Jogba, man. He getting active.
Yeah.
Really? When was the last time I saw?
And he getting on TV a lot, man. Because like when that happens, then the public starts demanding shit, and they gotta put you in stuff.
I mean, I think he became super famous after that fucking fight with the dude. Yeah, the dude walked out of the ring, man. That was big.
That's right. He made somebody do something. He ain't like Andre waiting.
We got Regis Prograde just landed in London this week, so glad he's over there early, getting acclimated to the time, the food, the weather. You know what I'm saying? So good luck for that.
You better get that win. You seen that little clip they dropped? You seen the little clip they dropped on what's it called? Faces Off or Gloves Off? They did.
Oh yeah, they were talking about the money and shit, and Josh was like, "Man, you try to pull out."
Yeah, I gotta watch it, man. Little Josh got a chip on his
shoulder. It ain't came out yet though.
I know. I said I gotta watch it. Little Josh got a chip on his shoulder. He don't respect Regis like that.
Nah,
this ain't the first little slick shit he said.
He got that brave heart in him. You know what I'm saying? He's Scottish. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I don't think no shit, but he about to get his ass whooped though.
Yeah, because I always tell you, man, you ain't got to be scared to get that ass whooped.
He beat, Josh just beat, not just beat, but he beat Ivan Baranchyk, and we just see Ivan Baranchyk look real good.
Yeah, he beat Ivan,
but let's be real, Ivan Baranchyk is a style.
Yes.
And he's not a gear changer. He's a style. You know?
I mean, how much gears have we seen Regis Prograis change? I mean, he's pretty much.
We haven't seen.
We've seen him evolve. Yes, we have.
Really?
We've seen him evolve a little bit.
I see him just coming through forward, beating.
He was coming forward, but I know after he came forward in that first fight he had down in Louisiana, the very next fight he was boxing more. He was in his last fight against
Carol Raylick.
Man, he looked beautiful in that fight, bro. Really, like he started putting everything together, man. Head movement, because his first fight in New Orleans, he was getting hit a lot in the head. This fight, he had a lot more head movement, a lot more working off the jab, and a lot more going to the body, which he always goes to the body. But I love seeing fighters always attack that body. I don't care how often you do.
I mean, I see Regis as an overwhelming fighter. I don't know how much of a slick boxer and this, that, and the third. He's a go-getter. He's in your face. And he's a good slipper. He knows how to slip punches pretty good. He bends at the waist pretty damn good, almost like Floyd does. You know what I mean? He gets so low when he bends forward and tries to dodge punches coming in. Definitely see him, putting the pressure on Josh, man. But Josh has been in there with some guys, some heavy punchers and Ivan Baranchyk. So, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of guy we see in Josh Taylor, when he feels that forward pressures from Regis.
Who's the IBO champ at 160, man?
Triple G. Remember, he just fought for it.
Oh man, damn.
Yeah.
We just had to do it on.
He can't even go after C. That's what he get. He should have went after the IBO champ.
Real quick, in Hartford, Connecticut this weekend, we have Chad Dawson. He will be facing Denis Grachev. An 8-round lightweight heavyweight fight, and also we have my guy.
How old is Grachev, man? That motherfucker gotta be like 44.
I don't know, bro. And we also have my guy Cassius Chaney facing Santander Salgado in an 8-round heavyweight fight. UFC Fight Pass.
Yo, Darmani Rock back in action too.
Yep, I got him on the list.
I've always liked Darmani, man. I think that's a heavyweight right now that's gonna sneak in. Because I don't know how much
he ain't sneaking in. They definitely taking their time with him, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So, he's young too. Remember, heavyweights, they in their prime in their 30s. This kid's still a kid, so there's no rush. And they ain't even start putting them in with names at all yet. Like,
not yet.
October 19th versus Marenzo Smith.
He definitely don't hit like a kid though, man. He a freaking monster. We seen him plenty of times sparring this, remember?
Really?
Yeah, this dude's
he hits hard.
Yes.
How tall is he?
He's 23 years old.
Like 6'3".
This is a heavyweight he's gonna fight, a real heavyweight.
6'4" straight. Who look better to you, man? My guy Michael Polite Coffee or the Money Rock?
I'm gonna go with Armani. I'm sorry on that one.
I mean, it's easy to say Darmani because Darmani got 16 fights. Polite Coffee got like 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Martin McCaskill
and Darmani went further in the amateurs, man.
Gotcha.
Darmani is good. I think they're just trying to see if some of that baby fat's gonna fall off, or if that's really just gonna be his way, or they're just trying to get rid of that Rock Nation contract too. It could just be like, fuck it, let's just get any fights we could get out of this contract. Because if not, they'll have to be co-promoted when they sign to a DAZN I keep saying DAZN, but we all know what I mean, Matchroom, or like a PBC, you know?
I'll lean more towards that, and that's more towards the business side. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to get a built, 6-pack Darmani Rock. I think we got like a sort of like the Andy Ruiz effect on the way he is. I mean, I've seen him spar in the ring 10 rounds, and he doesn't get tired easily.
His nickname in Philadelphia is
tight. That is a guy. He was just on the card with Sonny Conto, right, down in Philly that the girl put on.
Yes, he was on one of those.
Gotcha. Okay, now
he was the main event. Conto was on his undercard.
Okay. All right, moving right along. Also, we have Martin McCaskill back in action.
But yo, he weighed 289 his last fight, champ. That's crazy. That's the heaviest he's been, man. He got to stop that. Damn. He blew up, too.
Who is this guy?
Darmani Rock. He really blew up, bro. Like, when he started his career, it was 246, and he just keeps going up.
Wait a minute. His last fight was 289, bro?
289.
Yeah, wow. Man, that's way too big for a 6'3" heavyweight.
Wow.
6'5".
6'5".
Yeah.
I was mistaken.
Does he look like Big Baby?
He don't look shit like Big Baby. You know Big Baby be hitting the weights. He looked like a Big Baby.
He was just on IG hitting the weights today that I seen.
I know. I seen him with a whole bunch of bodybuilders. I seen him.
Yeah, I was like,
Darmani's slick, man. He's not the type of a fighter that's just gonna go in there and try to use only power. He knows how to box, man. He knows how to box. He knows how to use his shoulder to deflect punches. I can't wait for him to turn up, or whoever.
They're taking him. So this is only his second 8-rounder. He's had a lot of 6-rounders.
I mean, where do you put him up? Where do you put him up against a Daniel Dubois on us?
No. You kidding me? Dubois. Listen, being under the lights and being on TV like that, and getting all those interviews, that you need preparation for that. You can't just throw him in. He can perform with Dubois and beat Dubois, but he will be at a disadvantage because Dubois has been there. Dubois has been there already, man. Dubois is on this level. They're starting him early. He's 12-0. Most of his fights have been televised, if not all of them, and he's been getting that A-side treatment in the media. Darmani's not used to that. Darmani's a very conservative dude, very tough in an interview. You got to pull teeth with him. He's still
young, still breaking through the.
Listen, I'm telling you though, Mike, you smiling, smirking. I mean, a fight is a fight. If we could throw this shit in a Philadelphia ballroom, I don't know that Dubois can do it. But Dubois being in his element, knowing the business of boxing, Darmani would have to travel to the UK, be in one of those big arenas, and be out of his element. And then you got to factor a lot of things in, but. I don't know, man. Skill for skill, I like Darmani. I'm telling you right now. I love Dubois' power. But Dubois, man, that nigga getting hit by Ghanaian dudes all day. Last Ghanaian dude to be good is Undango.
He hitting them back. One thing that I'm kind of skeptical of, and it's like heavyweights being like 6'2", 6'3". I know Andy just had some success, but in the era of Fury, Wilder, Joshua, White, you know what I'm saying? Big
again,
baby.
Rock is 6'5", I said, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay, 6'5", okay. I thought it was like more 6'2", 6'3". All right, well, yeah, the Money Rock is back in action. October 19th. Martin McCorry returns on October 19th versus Gabriel somebody.
Yeah, nobody. Yo, I'm telling you, yo,
8-round fight.
Matchroom took the cake, man. You know, we be talking about PBC and we be talking about Top Rank. That Matchroom diet is whoa.
Some of it is.
Bruh, come on, bruh. They throw on whole diet cards.
I have no idea who Gabriel
because
is.
I ain't gonna lie, that last Triple G card, man, Doheny was like,
bruh,
that shit just a knockout after knockout, my nigga.
Who is Billy Joe fighting, bruh? What you talking about?
We know why. Why he's fighting the guy on this. He's fighting on KS. He's fighting on KSI and Logan Paul on the card. You go and put him in the showcase fight where a guy has no opportunity.
Mike, how the hell are you supposed to make your fighters look good when you're giving them
such
low
got
competition?
Kasim Uma in there. That's what I'm saying, Mike. You just beat Kasim Uma up in June. Put him back in there with Billy Joe now.
Who knows Kasim Uma?
More people than this fucking Argentine dude.
It don't matter the name of the person that Billy Joe's fighting, because the millennials in the crowd probably don't watch boxing any fucking way. They don't give a fuck who Billy Joe fights.
Billy Joe's gonna box circles.
They could care less who Billy Joe's fighting.
Yeah, but they're putting Billy Joe on this for two reasons. It's not one way, Mike. They're putting on Billy Joe to bring the hardcores to the card, and they're putting Billy Joe to bring the casuals to Billy Joe. So they gotta keep us there too.
I really don't think they give a fuck about the hardcores at this KSI Logan Paul fight. Just being honest with you, I don't think they care about the guys. I think they give more cares about KSI and Logan Paul's.
So they're banking them. There you go.
Them to the zone, and they're banking on them seeing Billy Joe and seeing Devin Haney in a spectacular fight that they get a spectacular knockout.
So Mike, this card's built for the casuals.
Absolutely. It's built to make those guys look good, and it's built for the casual fans that enjoy Logan Paul and KSI. Now, us hardcores who might want to see KSI and Logan Paul because we watched the first fight are going to watch the zone because we have it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like we're paying extra, but for all those new folks coming in, the millennials who don't have it, that's what they're banking on. And they're banking on them liking what they see in the ring. In order for them to like what they see in the ring, those guys can have a chance in the hell of winning. Let's see what's on the docket. Billy Joe's fighting Marcio Caceres.
Now, do you know anything about this guy? I mean, I seen a little bit.
Here goes optimistic Doomy.
Come on.
No, I got nothing really. I seen him look real basic against some real basic guys. So, I mean, unless this guy's been under the radar, in the last
good radar.
No, and he hasn't. He's been active. He fought September 21st, and I don't know what the hell else this guy could bring. I think Billy's gonna just box circles around this guy. I have no idea where this guy was picked, how he was picked, and this shit continues, man. The zone's gonna get exposed. You promised all these fights, and the fights you're giving us is with these top guys that you guys got into the zone stable, but they're fighting guys that are nobodies. So you're giving us, we can't even for sure, for the life of me say that these guys are super good because the guys that they're fighting. I just don't get it. I don't get how much more of this the hardcores are gonna want to take. Yeah.
Sergey Kovalev will be in a felony assault case. Jury trial to begin on November 25th. If you guys want to read the article, it's on Boxing Scenes, all the particulars and things like that. Julian Williams will have a title defense planned for January 19th in Philly. Says he's moving on from the Hurd fight, and I guess he's gonna get his homecoming fight in Philly. Kubrat Pulev versus Rodell Booker, November 9th in the works. And Ryota Murata and Stephen Butler reportedly set December date in Japan. Stephen Butler was the mandatory for Demetrius Andrade, decided not to take that fight, and going over to Japan and fighting Ryota Murata, who's coming off a big comeback victory over Rob Brandt, where he got his title back in Japan.
Okay, Kubert Polev, back from the scandalous ashes.
Yeah. Unscathed.
Top ranked
Unscathed.
diet. Top ranked diet.
Unscathed.
Who's he fighting? I mean, this is like the week of who the fuck are these guys?
Did I see this guy in the movie? Bogdan Dinner?
I don't know. Also, Austin
Rydell
M.O.
Booker. What the fuck? This is like John Ryder and T.J. Booker had a son.
Wait a minute. So who's Kubert fighting?
Rydell
Booker.
So Bogdan Dinner was the last fight he had, right?
Yeah.
And all right. Damn. I don't know. I have no idea who this guy is. He fought Gerald Miller.
You Google Pool Brett and all you see is him kissing the girl. Poor girl.
Last but not least, Austin M.O. Williams will be making his UK debut on October 26th on the Progress and Taylor card.
Who is this guy?
They're going to put him in there with nobody. Just like Billy Joe's getting in the American debut guarantee win. They got to give him the UK win guarantee win.
Austin got like 2 or 3 fights. You want to be in there against a nigga who will kill him?
Nah, man. I'm just simply stating facts.
Okay, but it's obvious facts though, man. With a prospect, he's gonna be in that guy with a loser.
I mean, look, they might put him in there tough. You never know, right? Because he's looking so.
Well,
good.
you gonna bring Anthony Fowler out?
I think Williams is aggressive, man. I like his style.
Yeah, Austin, yeah. Oh, we got a super chat, man, coming from my guy, one of the Border Wars participants, one of our guys that we consider family in this TBV thing, Dr. Mufango. As boxing fans, we should want to see Canelo versus Andrade and Saunders based on the skill and style matchup alone, not to mention undisputed.
Yeah, Canelo and Ward. Yeah, I want to see that, man.
Well, that's all the topics, man. Do we have the sound bite for El Camino, or do I need to thank them?
You know what? I think I got that. Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, Doheny.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
It is hard to continue developing new content and covering the sport as thorough as we do without contributions from loyal listeners like you. If you enjoyed listening to the Boxing Voice Radio and find it informative and entertaining, please consider making a donation.
Hey, Mike.
What up, man?
Mike! Shit about boxing.
Okay.
He said, okay. Yo, Rydell Booker.
Can't argue with the great Floyd Mayweather when you tell you don't know shit about boxing.
Yo, let me see. We got
Mike,
Boomerang.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to do, so just try to get on my name. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54-pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Champ.
What up, champion?
Man, first off, give a shout out to Errol Spence for landing damn near on his feet out that damn Ferrari, man. Secondly, man, listen, check this out. Mike, I'm riding with you 100% on this Andrade situation. This is damn near ridiculous. The fact that, yo, let me say one bad thing that I heard, bruh. This nigga said, tell Andrade to go up and fight Rocky Fielding. Who the fuck wants to do that, man? Go back and listen to the show.
Nah, that ain't what I said.
When that fight got announced. Hold on. That's exactly what you said.
I said, why didn't he? Why they waiting for Canelo to do everything?
Who the fuck wants to? Who the fuck want to go up there and fight Rocky for what?
It was a big fight when Canelo fought him.
It was a big fight. Man, go back and listen to the show. When that fight got announced, everybody was calling in like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that guy?
Did they tune in? Did they tune in? Was the zone satisfied? Did the zone give him a 10-fight deal after that? Was that a 1-fight bonus deal?
Man, this
All
is crazy.
Oh, I.
This is crazy. You give him props for going to fight Rocky Children? Really? Man, listen. Andrade and them, they want to fight good fights.
So you as a professional fighter are going on the record as a professional fighter are going on the record and saying that there's absolutely no danger in moving up, huh? That's what you're saying now.
No, I'm not saying. Listen to me. You switch this shit up. I'm not saying that there's danger.
So if you ain't saying that, so if you ain't saying that, how could you be asking me if I'm giving them credit for doing it? If you just saying it's dangerous, why wouldn't I give them credit?
If you did a poll,
I wouldn't give a fuck about the poll. I'm giving them credit because I know it's dangerous.
Because you know what the poll going to say.
Because I know ain't nobody else try to do it. I know nobody else ain't try to do it. That's what I know. They sit around here waiting for Canelo to give him a fucking handout.
They trying to fight each other.
Ain't no handouts in
boxing.
Man,
and he was right about Billy Joe. Tell Billy Joe to take his track. He thought he was signing up to race and shit. Take the track shoes off and get in the goddamn ring. Now you got my man Andre looking like a suck out here, begging for a fight. Nobody want to accept. Climbing in the ring against Triple G. And Triple G like, yeah.
Come on, man.
And
according to Mike, he climbed in the ring being nice. According to Mike, he climbed in the ring with fucking cookies and milk.
Damn, he jumping all these dudes' face. He be mean. Like, what else the fuck to do? I'll be nice to these niggas. Fuck it. Man, get this man a fight. Man, hey, leave the zone if you don't get a big fight, man. That's all I'm saying, man. And fuck
right, if somebody ducking you, how you gonna get on in the ring in front of all the cameras and not say that they ducking you? Like, not put no public perception, not sway it, none of that, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all want everybody to do Andre's job. That ain't our job.
Hey, man, y'all know what Magnum PI is?
Ain't that old school detective show?
Yeah, I guess, man. I guess they got a reboot. Why they're supposed to be on it tomorrow?
Oh shit! I wonder what car, cause Magnum PI used to have this red Ferrari and shit. And yo, Doomy, was Magnum PI a detective or was he a car thief?
Come on now, PI, private investigator. Let's go now, Ness.
No, I said detective at first, but then I kind of feel like I remember a show of a rich white dude stealing cars.
Stealing cars? You must be having flashbacks of Gone in 60 Seconds.
Nah, I was gonna go there if we couldn't think of any movie with a rich white dude stealing cars, but. Whatever, let's get out to these llamadores. We got the collars in the building. And looks like we got in Texas. It goes by the name of Big Super Mix. Where's that at? Oh, here it goes.
BoxingWords.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
What up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
All good, all good.
What up?
Glory to God for Errol Spence. You know, not coming away too bad. No fractures, no breaks. That's always good to hear. That video, man, that was a horrifying crash. You know, it was unsettling to watch to know that a person flew out of that vehicle, man. So, you know, props to whoever was watching over Errol Spence today, man. They saved his life. But let's get to the topic, man, of the Canelo Andrade thing. And I'm gonna sit here right now as a Canelo Alvarez fan, and you hear my intro, and I didn't like what I heard from Canelo, man. At the end of the day, Andrade is probably the only fighter of the three that people want to see him fight from 60 out of Triple G, Charlo, and himself that actually has a shot at beating Canelo. He's a style nightmare. No, it won't be the most interesting fight, but look, it's like he said, the best fight, the best. That's probably the best fighter outside of himself at middleweight, man. We got to see that fight. And I don't necessarily mean it got to be next, but the way he was dismissive about it, I didn't like that. He was pretty much saying, it basically was like, nah, he ain't even worth the effort, which is not true. Andre does deserve the shot. I do agree he should fight one of the other guys to earn the shot, but I don't know. As a Canelo fan, I didn't like hearing that, man. I also heard where he said that Triple G doesn't present a challenge, but he presents good business, which is why I say expect the Canelo Triple G rubber match to be in May, because somebody's told him, hey, look, we got to go get this check. We got to make this business. The zone is going to be on that. So expect that for Cinco de Mayo next year. That's all I got for right now, man. If something sparks my interest, I'll boom right back in, man.
Boomy. All right, Super Mex, keeping it G. We know you a true boxing fan because we know that you down for La Patria. You down for the Canelo, man. Who next?
It sound like he ain't take Canelo's side, but whatever.
Mr.
BBC,
baby. BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen, get the sharpest knife, and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Mr. PBC, what's the motherfucking deal, nigga?
What's the deal with all that background noise, bro?
This nigga got all the background noise going on.
Sound like he's skydiving right now.
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Are you running?
Are you jumping out of a Cessna right now?
No. My headphones I was using, and I forgot I left them in the washer one time with my pants. Hey, let's keep it real though. Demetrius Andrade ain't fought nobody, and he ain't really gonna be any type of money worthy. The zone would be dropping the ball if they would fucking.
Is Charlo worthy?
Charlo is majorly worthy, but it seems like when it comes to the zone, fucking with PBC, Demetrius Andrade's not worthy.
Majorly worthy. I love it. Tell him, Dom. Tell him.
Demetrius Andrade, bro. He's a good prospect. I feel like I really do want to see him versus Billy Joe Sanders. I mean, he came in with the colonial outfit. Come on, bro. That was so hard. The British is coming. Like, I want to see that. And DAZN needs to step it up and really try to fuck with the PBC. Every time it has, PBC and DAZN crossover is always some riffraff. I would love to see Charlo, but I would love to see Demetrius Andrade really step it up. He's the 147 Terrence Crawford. He just needs to step it up. That's my call.
Yo, real quick, guys. Breaking news: Ness's cousin, Tyrone Sponge, faces charges over escape of extremely dangerous cougar. Sponge is facing 23 charges over failure to care for a big cat.
Whoa, hold on.
You're really hearing this, Mike.
No. You are punking us right now.
Unless this is one of those punkin.
The fact that both of y'all just finding out about this is sad.
No, we're not just finding out. I just want to mention.
I see the headline cougar, but I thought they was talking about an older woman.
Nah, man, he had one of them illegal cats, just like Wilder guy. Hey. Hopefully Wilder got in the right state.
It's legal.
Hey, remember when we seen I reported on a dude in Florida, a boxer, who had like a tiger or some shit that escaped and he facing charges over it.
Yeah, and
what's up with these guys and buying exotic animals?
Bro, no, but I think you talking about the same dude. Wasn't it Tyrone?
Nah, this was like a month and a half, 2 months ago, man.
Yeah,
dude in Florida.
This story ain't new. This ain't a new
story.
Oh,
it's not new?
Nah, Tyrone Cougar story came out before he even got the fight.
Well, yeah, it probably is Tyrone. Then I reported on. So yeah, this shit over.
Yeah, man, fuck it. Somebody better call Tyrone.
Yo, my man Tyrone, man. Damn, he's having a hard one down there right now, man.
He lost his cougar, man.
And it's illegal to have them down in Florida. They have strict guidelines for how you house them and all that. But apparently, he had birds too, and they trying to hit him with a bunch of non taking care of your animal type of charges or whatnot.
I mean, he in the gym all day trying to have all them animals.
Bro, I'm the type of guy, man. If I had, I'd have lions, tigers, and bears on my. But I love animals too. So I think a lot of the great fighters have connections to these, to these animals. Tyson had a tiger. It's just the animal thing, bro. I guess you only understand it if you understand it, right? But I don't know. I thought that was pretty crazy. I mean, a lot of crazy stuff revolving around you, Tyrone Sponge. What the hell, bro?
I mean, we need to get him a fight, man. It's sad, man. He's been Pedro this for a while. I've been knowing about him for a while. I thought this was gonna be the time to shine, man. Because we give out moral victories even though we say we don't. So, what if he would have pushed him to the brink? You know what I mean? And just, But who we got? We got Suleiman the Scholar. What up,
Suleiman?
What up, Suleiman?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Basically, I'm speechless, man. You got the whole show covered. Everything is cool. I just want to give my condolences to Errol Spence Jr. I hope he recovers from any injury he got, and he could be able to defend those titles respectfully and possibly unify. Also, I would like to see a Triple G unify or attempt to unify those belts. I mean, of all the champions there, he got the most defense. He got 20 defenses, and he's a current champion. He's only one middleweight there besides Charlo that's trying to be a world-class fighter. I would like to see him try to unify against Charlo next, and then move on to bigger and better things. You guys have a great day. Thank you.
Suleiman the Scholar, you the man. We got anybody on Skype there?
Yeah, we got P, man. Patrick Carr, Carey. P Money over there chilling. I think he got us on hold. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What up, P Money?
Yeah. What's good? Yeah, Nat, you gotta start introducing me from Boston, bro. You be doing that for other people.
All right, I didn't know you was from Boston, champ. I didn't know you was from Boston.
Beantown. We out here in the East, bro. I'm one of the only ones.
Shout out to that nigga, Whitey Bulger.
No, that was a bomb movie though. But on this Andrade stuff, if I was fucking Triple G, I would tell him to get the fuck out of my ring, dude. He had Akhmedov looking sideways at him as he was taking like an Instagram story or whatever. But if Andrade was in there with Triple G or Derevchenko, he would have gotten fucking KO'd that night. He's a good style matchup for Canelo. Canelo doesn't want to box or move her, but he would have gotten fucking KO'd by either of them on that night, 100%. He needs to get the fuck out of that ring. And on the fights, not really much this weekend. Shout out to you guys for doing 4 podcasts. You guys be out here grinding, making my day shorter. Shout out to y'all. Peace.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. P Money in Boston. We going with Brandon in Cincinnati.
What up, B?
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Studio quality.
First, I want to give a shout out to Errol Spence, man. I'm glad he in good health. Glad he, only got minor injuries. Hopefully, he can get some rest, come back tip-top shape, give the people what they want. What's understood ain't got to be explained. Yes! We know what we want. Yes! Now that that's out the way, Ness, I got to get on your ass, man.
Whatever, man.
See, these other guys ain't got the knowledge to call you out. But you keep talking about some Billy Joe and Andre got vacant titles. I'm going to call you out, man. What did Keith Thurman have?
Danny had one, too.
Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, they paper champs. They both have vacant titles.
I never even used the word paper champ.
You said Andre got a fucking vacant title. That shit don't mean shit.
That's your word, Nitz. That's your word, though.
I'm saying, dog, we can't do that shit. If that's the case, man, if having the title can't get you a big fight, let's just do away with the motherfuckers, man.
It can't get you a big fight. It can't get you a big fight because we just went through the IBF rankings and we go through the WBO rankings. We know that these rankings are trash. So no, just having a title can't get you a big fight. You have to fight someone. You have to fight someone. When your own peers are telling you to fight someone, go motherfucking fight someone.
How can you fight somebody when you ain't given an opportunity? That's what I'm saying.
Bruh, ain't you with Eddie Hearn? Ain't you with Fast Car Eddie? Duffel Bag Eddie? Eddie getting it done for YouTubers. Eddie getting it done for everybody else. Stop crying to Canelo to get your fucking life fucking goals accomplished. Tell your trainer, tell your fucking promoter to do their job.
I guess, man. I just get tired of hearing that shit. Because at the end of the day, man, like I always say, when that was Wilder on that B-side of the street, you didn't have this energy, dog. You just lying.
You lying. You lying. You lying. You a liar, bro. You going to have to stop lying or you going to be getting cut off. Because I always told Wilder to take the short money. I always told Wilder on air, in his face, at the gym, I always begged and pleaded to take whatever they was on. I asked him to fight Chisora. I asked him to fight Dylan. Man, get out of here. You a hater. That's all. You mad. You mad. You mad. Both your favorite fighters get 0 fights and you mad at us. That ain't our problem.
I'm just saying, man. Let's just do away with the belt. If having a belt ain't gonna get you a big fight, let's just do away with them then.
How many big fights Wilder got and he got a belt? He got fucking 9 defenses. Man, stop fucking crying. Make your own lane like Wilder. Fuck out of here, man. Bunch of babies.
And out of them 9, only 2 of them was fights we give a fuck about. Now.
And that's my point. That's my point, that a belt don't mean shit. That belt ain't make them get the fight.
Let's just do away with them. Because all it is
might as well. We got 5 sanctioning bodies. We might as well. The sooner we start, we stop recognizing them, the faster they get done away with, champ.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Let's start with the WBO. Let's start with the WBO.
It's not that it don't mean shit.
Let's start with the WBO. Let's start with the WBO. Most of their champions is questionable anyway.
Because at the end of the day, man,
most of the WBO champions won they belt off a vacant title shot any fucking way.
Because at the end of the day, man, y'all keep putting, not to bring race in it, but when you Mexican and Filipino and you got the pride of your country behind you, it's easy for you to generate money, man.
Yeah,
it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yo, Shakur Stevenson, real Mexican. Viva la raza! Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers always want to resort to race. Plenty of black fighters out here killing it. Don't be mad that not everybody ain't the same. Because Keith ain't black enough for you. Wilder ain't black enough for you. Come on, man. This nigga
Wilder ain't where he should be. Wilder ain't where he should be.
His clock ain't up. What the fuck you did, Mike? You got this dude talking for 10 minutes, a bunch of nonsense.
I agree with him.
That's my call, man. Y'all take it easy.
He quit. I'm sad to say he quit, though.
Yo, he killing it with the soundboard today. Andrade, we need Andrade in there with the Jacobs, man. We need Andrade in there with a guy that's gonna, get Canelo interested. You know what I mean?
He ain't gonna fight Jacobs. He gonna do what Big Baby did. Yo, that's my brother. It's my brother. It's my cousin, man. That's my cousin. Come on, bro. Like,
WBO has.
If Canelo said somebody was his cousin, y'all motherfuckers be throwing eggs at his house, man.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell him the truth, yo. Tell him the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Tell him the truth, yo. Tell him the truth.
Yo, you know it ain't no show without Info Joe in the building. What's up, my boxing brothers? Am I clear?
Loud and clear.
Yo, Mike, I'm about to throw you a live ball, man. Some down south shit. You ready to catch it? You on point?
Already.
You better get up, get out, and get something.
Yeah.
I think he wanted you to finish the rhyme, man.
All right.
Who's saying that again?
Mike, I'm going to make it real easier
That's
for
the Ghetto Boys, ain't it?
Niggas killing niggas, they don't understand.
Death Row.
I'm not from the era, my nigga.
Crumbling
I'm
earth,
Cash
man.
Money,
That's
baby.
some Outcast shit, Mike. That's Outcast.
See, when I
Niggas
was coming up,
killing
bruh.
niggas, they don't understand. I'm just crumbling nerves.
When I was coming up, man, I didn't
Nerves. Come
appreciate
on.
Outkast to like after I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
Oh
he ain't
man.
fuck with
Okay, you
them.
dropped the ball. Yeah, he dropped
Did
the
that.
ball. Yo, shout out to all the whole Boxing Voice family, man. Shout out to the whole boxing community. It was beautiful to see everybody rally around Earl, man. And we are a small niche community, man. That was beautiful. You know, that everybody came out, man, put their prayers in the air for the young brother, man. I hope he returns better than ever, man. We need him in that division to make it great, man. The 147 pounder, man. We need that. Yo, Ness, I seen that KSI Logan bullshit, man. Yo, we need the Border Wars, man. Doomsday, Marvin, Southside Doozy, man. We kick them motherfuckers' ass, man. JD too, Mitty. We got better talent, man. Charge $10, man. We got 100,000 subscribers. We can make some money. I like how they had Shannon Briggs. We just need Wilder to come to one of those fights, and we can sell it, man. Also, Ness, you got to sell it. It'll be more beautiful. What's that dude from the UK, man, you keep calling out?
What's my man's name?
Coogan.
Yeah.
Man, you and him top billing, man. You and him top billing. We get the UK looking at it also. Get some guys from the UK over here to fight some guys like you were saying from the US. Man, charge $10 for the views. Hey, man, Border Wars, man, you got better backstories. You know what I'm saying? Imagine going into these guys live, man. Super Mex getting off the couch, losing weight. Showing Marvin the mechanic, man, on the job, man. He leaving the job as a diesel mechanic, going to go train. If you just was to package all of that together, man, these backstories, even myself, man, when my old ass was out there fighting. You know what I'm saying? If you can package it together, man, we can do it and it can sell, man. Border Wars, man. Keep that in mind. Doomsday. Mike, stay on Ness's ass. It's doable. That's my call. Peace, family.
Peace, Info Joe, the
Joe,
Sage.
ain't no show without Joe. CYP, Boomy, what up?
Yo, hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, look. I heard you getting in that last caller ass about the Charlo shit. So you know I was going to call in. I wasn't even going to call in until I heard that shit. Now, you say you did push Wilder to take short money. You did do that. Now, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck short money did Charlo turn down? He ain't turned down short money from Triple G or Canelo because the motherfuckers ain't offered him shit. That's the point. You should be jumping on their head to say, offer Charlo short money. Offer him short money. You're not doing that.
CYP.
You keep on trying to flip the narrative, making it seem like,
I ain't
go
gonna
ahead.
flip the narrative. What I'm gonna do is say you are a dude that does very good research. You be finding links faster than us. But there's a link where Dan Rayfield is a guy you like to quote. He said that Andre got an offer, Charlo got an offer, Derevchenko got an offer. So yeah, man, you got to find out why Andre didn't take it.
Oh no, I'm damn sure gonna do that. To my knowledge today, ain't no offer been made to Charlo from no goddamn Canelo. And if it was, then I want to see it be legitimate offer, not no fucking, oh, you know what, we're thinking about it.
You know what?
Man,
Since you're a guy
because if you offer somebody else some, go ahead.
Since you're a guy that likes literal words, I'm not going to use the word offer. I'm going to say that they told us that Canelo's team is talking to Andre, talking to Charlo, talking to Derevchenko, and all that. So.
Okay, we're going to need them niggas start talking in English because they probably was making them fucking conversations in Spanish. We don't speak that language. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of that habla español and start talking about how we can make this dope. Anyway, CYP out.
Yeah, but find that, man. I know you'll find it. It's definitely out there. I remember us reporting on it. We're going to go keep these moving. We got... My man JP. What up?
What up, fam? What up? I mean, I'm fucking with Usyk this week, but probably for a reason different than most people. I want Usyk to win so we can start getting back to regular-sized men. in the heavyweight division. Ever since fucking Klitschko and them came around, everybody got to be fucking 6'6" and up. Do you know the percentage of the population that is 6'6", man? It is fucking like 6% of the world population. We are dealing with a very small group of men here. So I'm hoping Usyk can get in here and use his smaller man skills, which is versatility, agility, etc., and make people have to start getting smaller. So we can open up, the talent pool. I know that's weird. And regarding Andrade, and let me just say about Errol. As soon as I heard it, I just blamed it all on the Charlos. I don't know why. But Andrade, I tend to believe, man, that they gotta be ducking this cat. Now confirm this for me because I'm out the loop. Is he a DAZN fighter?
Who, Andre? Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay, see, now here's the thing about the DAZN format that I don't like. It seems to be taken away from incentive to make big fights because you don't have the pay-per-view format no more. So now all you're doing is star building without the incentives to make pay-per-view, and pay-per-view always force the hand of the best fighting the best. Now we're just talking subscription. That changes the dynamic of competition. I tend to believe they have to be ducking Andre because it's too easy to make the fight if they're under the same promotion too. And this is the biggest reason. This is a young, good-looking black dude that talks hella shit, and his moniker is tall, dark, and handsome. Wouldn't it be a great idea?
When we gonna see him with a fly chick at one of these fights? Always talking about he handsome. And that the ladies love him.
That's real.
He ain't never come to the fight with a chick yet, bruh. Like, I'm just keeping it G. Like,
But
when
look,
he gonna show up to the fight with a banging chick? Like, I told you I'm fly, dog, and handsome.
Look, man, his rap, though, is money. You line him up and put him on the big stage on the Canelo fight and let him rap, let him talk that shit, tall, dark, and handsome. And then Canelo comes out and says,
"Yo, help me
we
out,
don't play
though.
that bullshit."
Help me out. What shit did he talk when he got in the ring with Triple G? I ain't hear it.
Man, I have to believe it's all advised. Because this guy been calling out a Canelo.
Wait a minute. So you telling me now that he was advised not to say shit to Triple G, so they gonna advise him?
Triple G. What's the value in Triple G?
Oh, he don't want Triple G, who
scalp
just
at this
won 2
point.
belts. So he don't want Triple G. So you just validating what I'm saying. Everybody just want the motherfucking Willy Wonka check. They don't want to win. They don't want to be their own man. They just want to fight Canelo. Everybody wants that retirement money.
So why don't you think he should be, an eligible contender for Canelo?
Because he hasn't proven nothing yet, man. If you go by the paper, you go by the resume, he hasn't fought anybody that's gonna get Canelo remotely interested.
Shit, man.
Yo, who has he fought, Mike, that's gonna get Canelo interested in?
It don't matter if he's interested or not.
You as a fight fan,
I'm a champion. And
you
I'm
as
considered
a
one of
fight
the
fan
best in
want
the
to see the
division.
fight, but it don't work like that.
It's on the
That's
zone.
not always the qualifier.
The zone gonna push for it.
Not
It's
always
one of their
the qualifier.
champions. You think the zone say, nah, man, we don't want that fight.
This Canelo third fight, the zone ain't pushing for shit. And they asked him on a conference call today, do you feel pressured by the zone? He said, no. I get and do what I want. I wanted this fight, and this the fight I'm fighting. The zone wanted that fight. What fight I'm fighting? This fight.
He really don't do what he want. You know what I'm saying? Because didn't he want to fight Jaime Munguia, and they said no? But it was cool for Triple G to fight.
I don't think he wanted to fight Jaime Munguia. Remember, it's been Oscar wanting to set that up. And
Okay, go to Okay.
Yeah, I never seen Canelo say that. I seen Canelo, want Kovalev.
But it don't go to boy. That's cool.
Let me say one thing before I go. One thing. We got a new metric now. The metric is no longer quantified by dollars. It's quantified by streams. And so in every format, whether it be the rap industry, all these games that have now changed and haven't let the artists in boxing being the boxers, know how streams are quantified into dollar amounts. And see, that's a hidden math. That's a math that's not known to the public. And to me, it's a problem because the zone doesn't have the incentive as it used to be to make the most money in one fight. This is a long-term thing, and we're talking about subscriptions. So we got a new math, man, and I don't like it. I think it's going to end up, while it sounds good on the surface, I think in the long run we don't get the guys we want. That's my call.
Andrade needs to start calling out guys besides Triple G
Exactly.
and Canelo.
Exactly.
And he needs to start calling out the guys that are going to get him to that point, man. And I'm not saying it. Look, I'm a big fan of Demetrius Andrade. You know, shout out to my people in Rhode Island, Capo Verde, and you know, shout out to Brockton, Mass, all that good stuff. You feel me? But my bro, they're going to keep treating you like that, and they're going to, and you're giving them an excuse to dodge you. Make us believe in you more. Make Canelo eat his words, you know, and maybe you'll get that gold
even
ticket.
Triple G, who I couldn't stand his like way of going about it, went about it a better way. Like he fought everybody. He eliminated the list, bro. He gave you no options. He made the walls close in on Canelo because he beat everyone else. Nah. Everybody just wants straight Canelo. Like, come on, man. Go fight each other, bro. Go fight Daniel Jacobs. Some Charlos out there. There's a lot of people out there,
Everybody wanted the Mayweather fight. Everybody was looking for that.
They always want the Mayweather fight. Damn, Kansas City Mac, you done dropped off. I was about to go to you. You messed that all up. Riding A7. Oh.
What up, Rod?
Hey, what up, guys?
What up?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I just want to say I'm glad that that's cool. I want to say I'm glad that Errol is okay. Yeah, that's good. I want to say I'm glad that he's okay. Sorry, I'm in Subway grabbing a sandwich. Okay, and he's. It's funny. I was watching the video. The road that he's on is a road that's in. Yeah, the road he was on right up Riverside. And that road is like fucked up. Me and my wife was over there like 2 weeks ago talking about how it has a lot of potholes and shit. So I'm surprised he was over there in a nice Ferrari like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he hit a fucking pothole or something driving fast and went through that divider. And he has to be coming from Fuel City because that's usually where everybody go after the club to get like street tacos and shit like that. Other than that, I think you're right, man. I totally agree with you. These guys need to create their own path when they can't fight Canelo. Canelo's only fight one person at a time. He only gonna fight twice a year. If you don't get that fight, you got to go ahead and start fighting guys and making your path that way, so he won't have a choice but to fight you. If Andrade just start fighting other guys and just picking them out one by one, the fans will call for it. He can't sit back and wait on Canelo. I'm not telling him not to call out Canelo, but what I'm saying is call out Canelo, but continue to move forward, just like Wilder did. Wilder chased AJ for about 6 months, and then he went on about his way and made his own path, and then made what, like $30-40 million in 3 fights. Create your own path, man. That's my call.
Word.
That's all I'm saying, man. At least they know something in the A70, man. We going out to Troy. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. What's up? You know what? I'm listening, but I just have a simple question, and I got something else. I keep hearing about Charlo, Canelo to fight Charlo, and now this young man here, Andrade. Simple question. Is the Kovalev fight, is the Charlo fight bigger than the Kovalev fight? Is the Andrade fight bigger than the Kovalev fight? Just simple yes or no answer. You know,
that's for Mike, I think.
That's for anybody who's been asking the question about, it's been saying he's been ducking and all that. It's not about ducking. You have one man that's really building his legacy and building his greatness. What have you done to get his attention, to make yourself valuable to you and to make yourself valuable to him? It's just simple math. It's not about ducking and all the other foolishness I've been hearing while I've been on this phone. It's really not rocket science. These guys right here, they have belts. Those Those belts make them. If you want to be great, then you make the belt. It's not rocket science. Charlo, you can't tell me what his great accomplishment is right now. The same thing with the other young brother. You can't tell me what his great accomplishment is right now. You can tell me he's a good fighter and he's young and so forth. You can tell me what his nickname is. That's wonderful. But what is he going to do to get that man's attention? Because you see, what you have in Canelo is you have a big-ass brand. No, you have a moon and you have two wolves that are howling at the moon. Never in any history does the moon answer the wolf. You understand me? So you have to make yourself valuable.
Dropping that old school on him.
To actually get his attention. Okay?
He got Mike over here
and
like,
then the show,
you make some sense, Troy. You making sense.
And then the show that you were talking about was Hardcore and McCormick. That's the show you were talking about, where the car thief gets arrested, he starts working for the judge, and he was driving a fancy car, yada, yada, yada. That's what you were talking about. When you were talking about you thought the car thief.
We got you, man. We got you, man.
McCormick.
We got you. We got
Yeah, but honestly, I'm sick of hearing about ducking. I'm sick of hearing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah,
it's
man,
just
these young men got to make
man.
themselves marketable, man. These young men got to make themselves marketable, man.
And that's the issue me and you knock heads with. Because when I say that you should build a legacy, Tyson's most valuable thing is his name. He could be 100 years old, and his name will always have value. It doesn't matter how much he has in the bank. His name will open up doors that nobody else can.
Yeah, man.
We got a couple of super chats I want to get to right quick.
Soupy chat.
We got one coming from Leaf Hound. Andre ducks Laura and Charlo. Facts. Eddie just paid $5 million for Ramirez. Does that mean Eddie had more faith in Hooker than Andre? He paid $4 million, not $5. But I guess
they said 4 and some change though.
It's not $5. Jones Rodriguez Garces. CYP. Ronnie Shields on the show said no DAZN. Leaf Hound. Charlo duck millions to sing, but I think he meant sign with DAZN, and is currently ducking the top 10 in his division. 3 laughing emojis. And Brandon Maurice says, is the boxing voice of Canelo fan club? Shaking my head.
Yup. Give me a C. C. For Canelo. Joshua in the New Orleans. What up?
What up, Joshua?
Yeah, I've been waiting to smoke all night. I see why boxing is where it's at, because the fighters tend to think how you think nowadays, and I don't think we should just be boxing don't have boxing fans no more. Everybody should just be accountants, because that's what you have turned into. I mean, I've been listening to you put down Andrade name on the show. Canelo been ducking Andrade since his fat ass been trying to squeeze down on 154 when he couldn't even make the weight no more. When Andrade got the WBO belt down there, Canelo moved up. He was his mandatory. Never even went nowhere. No, it don't matter. I'm not about to get caught up in all that. We talking about belt.
It never
Canelo
matters.
been ducking.
It only matters when Canelo fights.
Can my man get his point out, man?
When he couldn't make
Damn,
the
you gonna
weight.
interrupt everybody who talking about
Been
Canelo?
ducking Andrade.
Is that your energy not the
Canelo
same,
been
Mike?
ducking Andrade. Come on, man. Let me
y'all
burn,
laugh-
man.
y'all
You
laugh-
talk
Let
all
the
day
man
on
get
the
his
show.
call off,
Let
man.
me
He don't
burn.
get but one
Let
call.
me burn.
He ain't got no boomerang.
Because you going to run that clock down. Hey, Canelo been ducking Andrade since 154 when he couldn't even make the weight. Andrade got a WBO belt, and they stripped him of it, but I think he got it back, and Canelo was the mandatory, and he moved up. So it's not like he just started calling out Canelo. He's been calling out Canelo for years. Andrade been calling out Canelo for years. So all this ducking shit, it is ducking. He don't want no parts of Andrade, and we know
Yeah, what was the
Canelo
year he
struggled
first
against
started
guys who
calling
can
him
move
out?
well.
What had he done at that point?
I ain't got no computer.
Get his call
I ain't
off,
got
but
no
y'all got
computer.
plenty of
I ain't
time
got
to
no
rebut him.
computer.
Plenty of time.
But you can't say Andrade.
we got a whole
you can't
show.
say Andrade fan and not know this history. This dude been after Canelo since Canelo was trying to squeeze down to 154 when he couldn't even make the weight no more. Let me go on to my list. Mr. PBC said something about Charlo being more ready than Andrade. That's lies. Andrade beats everybody from 154 to 160, hands down. He been proving himself. He's just one of them dudes, just like Terrence Crawford, that nobody wants to fight, nobody wants to smoke with him. Man, this dude will beat anybody that steps in the ring in front of him, man. This the dude who's been taking fights. Canelo don't want no parts of this dude. Andrade beats everybody at 154 and 160. The Hurds, the J-Rocks, the anybody who want to move up or what have you. But none of the dudes won't get in the ring with him. My list. Canelo been ducking. Andrade had the bad deal. Somebody just said Andrade ducked Lauer and Charlo. That's lies. What happened with the Charlo fight was Andrade made a stupid ass decision and tried to get bamboozled by Rock Nation, and the fight fell through. I mean, it didn't fall through because he thought he was about to get a bigger deal, and he was making some bad business decisions. But he was gonna smoke Charlo. None of them dudes, he could beat both of them dudes in the same night, man. Them dudes ain't nowhere close on this dude level, man. You need to put some respect on this dude's name,
with Vanes Martirosyan.
Okay, Vanes was the man at that time. Okay, Vanes was a good fighter at that time. What are you talking about? So you up there bringing up a dude's name like this dude not good, man.
You got it, Josh. You got it. Yo, this where you supposed to call to get it off your chest, champ. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing, champ. You do your thing. Yo, Mike, I interviewed Demetrius Andrade in February 14th on Valentine's Day, 2015. You know what I'm saying? The title is Demetrius Andrade Goes Off. Canelo, you a bitch.
You ain't getting the ticket like that, man.
Charlo, both bums. 2015, y'all. February 2015, February. So he had one fight in 2015. And he fought Dario Fabiano Poncheta. So you calling Canelo a bitch in 2015. Let me just see what Canelo did in 2015. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. This is all live research.
I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do. White guy was fighting and building for legacy. He was going and getting the biggest fights he could. The other guy was out here fighting nobodies. He was fighting bums. Look at his fucking record. It's full of fucking nobodies. Go ahead, Ness.
Yo, in 2015, wow. Man, dog, I don't have a soundbite of like praising. I need a praising soundbite. What's a praising noise? Cause
hallelujah, hallelujah.
Oh yeah, Holy Grail type shit.
Yeah.
In 2015 is when he made. I know people gonna take these words totally wrong, but is when he made history with that ass beating he gave James Kirkland. That so bad someone took Kirkland out, or took Canelo out of the.
Was James Kirkland allowed to train with Aaron Wolf at the time? Because I've heard a story or seen a video that said that.
I don't think she trained them for that fight. Because
he
was always having issues, bro. It's his fault though. She wanted to train him, but he didn't have his head on straight, man. He kept getting.
Oh, you mean for the Canelo fight?
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't training with her.
So off of that Kirkland fight, right? Because he had just, don't forget, he had just beat Laura, you know. So Laura just got in his face.
He just